Thanks for listening to Crit Seekers, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Welcome back to another episode of Crit Seekers. Glad to be back here. Glad to see everybody at the table, and yeah, just glad. Generally, all-encompassing, happy, happy.
It's glad.
It's Vlad.
It's Vlad.
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 Anyway, I hope everyone listening has had a wonderful week as well. Thank you for tuning in again to listen to us be fucking ridiculous and have a good time with each other. So, our usual thank you, as always, to Oscar Garvin. I don't know where we would be without the music for the backdrop to our campaign. I listen to it daily and still just am frequently blown away by what we've got going for us. So thank you so much, Oscar. And everybody else who on Reddit has worked with me collaboratively and given me stuff to use in the campaign. It has been super fun, and I'm excited for the stuff to come further that these guys don't know about yet. So that will be a great time when we get there. Other than that, I don't know. We do have our guest returning, Colette. She is be running late, so you will be hearing her voice at some point.
I have to move a couple things. Hold on.
Oh, we don't have another chair because I kind of broke the other one.
Yeah, we might have to pull stools, which might be an annoying.
Wait,
I can grab it.
That'll be
I
rough.
can sit on it.
is she
We'll
still
figure
on
it
her
out.
way?
We'll figure it out when she gets here.
Yeah.
I mean, if she's still on her way, somebody
Figure
text her to bring a camping chair.
True. Do
I got
that
it.
right now. Perfect.
Yeah, rip the purple camping chair I was using last week.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't have had the
You
heaviest
could probably hear it when I was like, oh! Random time last week. That was me.
Oof. Big oof. Anyway, I think without further ado, we can jump into tonight's episode. Cue theme music. No one cue theme music. It's a great theme.
Bad.
It was written and directed by nobody because it's awful. All right, so
Math checks out.
We're awful.
last week we picked up where our party had finally converged. DeWitt and Tail being freed from their torture and awful stay within this prison in the Underdark. Torture at the hands of this Yuan-Ti entity that you all have come to know these Yuan-Ti to being some type of controlling force within at least this city that you all have found yourselves in within the Underdark, the city of Chor Sundreth, and the rest of you joining a band of rebels rebel drow who are basically a mix of drow, Duragar, and some deep gnomes, some other various curious races within the Underdark who are trying to oppose this kind of described ruler empire of the Yuan-Ti that has taken over a lot of cities within the Underdark. So that you guys found out from the leader of the rebellion, Liev Aryan, and you convinced her to raid the prison, which you guys did, found your companions, but also were triggered a Zelda boss battle with the Inquisitor, the warden of the prison, and that battle ensued and lasted a whole session, which was pretty epic. We had moments where the lad, you were in the beginning moments of the combat, were almost struck down by a very powerful spell, but managed to take a second wind, so to speak, and plow through 3 individuals before stopping. And eventually you all kind of sandwiched her from both angles within a hallway one of the cell blocks, dispatched the Yuan-Ti Nightmare Speaker, the one who tortured DeWitt and Tail, and then ended the Inquisitor. You made your way, releasing as many prisoners as you could, eventually realizing that Nimue had heard that Lorenzo was also missing and decided to search the prison. Luckily,
I almost fucked that up.
came across Lorenzo, were able to free him. Got yourself some oddities from within the warden's office itself that you're not quite sure of. So weird doll. But yeah, you all, with the two drow, Shin, the one that was rescued, and Axel, who had done the rescuing of Tail and DeWitt, followed the rest of the group that had assisted you back to the headquarters of the Resistance. And we're going to backtrack a little bit just because I said you guys went, you took a long rest and ended things, but I didn't, that was to end the session. So I just want to ask, is there anything as we pick up there that you guys would like to do before you are sent and kind of take a long rest and recover from this day's, evening's combat?
I've got one thing. If I can retcon me taking that key back from Nimue, because Nyx actually, like I was thinking about it, Nyx would never have wanted that key back because she thought it was a stupid key that didn't work. So you still, if you're okay with that,
sure.
you still have that
That's
key.
fine by me.
Okay. We'll put that in the bag of holding.
Is there anything else that anyone would like to do? We did. I guess we did end on a note of what happened when you slept, and we'll pick up there. But I just wanted to retcon
I forgot about
that moment.
I wanted to do a drum circle around Vlad
Okay.
and try and like pray and heal him and stuff like that, you know?
Okay. I mean, I'm assuming when you guys get back, Nimue, you do some work on Vlad.
I mean,
Or were you pretty taxed with that battle?
okay, I only had one first level spell slot left.
Wow. All right.
But
so-
also, I did not prepare anything that would help that anyway.
Okay.
So that's for tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Like I'll get some water from
if
the
you-
waterfall and put it in my drum.
Okay.
And just do my usual rituals when people
Okay.
need healing.
I mean, if he fucking falls the wrong way, he's dead at this point.
4
So-
maximum hit points.
You all, do you do that? Vlad, you mostly just take some solace and comfort in DeWitt's drum circle, as it doesn't really do any actual real healing other than to maybe your soul and your spirits and your morale. You still feel like shit. You were almost destroyed, essentially. So bed sounds pretty great about now. As you all...
I don't feel so good, but that sounds great.
As you all bed down for the evening, Tail, that dream I described
Yay.
last week, takes you. You have a hard time kind of toss and turn before you fall asleep. Hold on, let me set the mood here.
Oh boy, I'm so excited.
What happens when you make promises to things you don't know about?
So, as
Coming from
you
me.
come to within this dream and very, very dark, you're in this dark expanse, very muddled like grays, so you can see barely with your dark vision, and you glance around and you are standing on piles of corpses, fresh, old skeletons, rotted flesh. I mean, the smell takes your senses, and it smells familiar. Something long past that scent, but it also it's overpowering even for you as this putrid just air hits your nostrils and your senses and takes over. And you hear that deep booming voice as you see a shadowy towering figure in the distance that says, "You called for me, whelp. Well, what is it that you required?"
I called for you for help, but I no longer require of it because you were not there, so I found my own way.
Help. You called me for help. This is pathetic. I am above these mere demands. But I am not above gaining the favor of one in your predicament.
What do you mean?
Well, you have called, and I am here.
Okay. Well,
Sorry. Sorry,
Get that in
guys.
post.
This is what I was talking about. Apologies, everybody on the podcast. I'm going to try and edit that out somehow.
And cut that to right now. Okay, go.
Yeah, we'll cut that bit.
Well, I wanted more power so that I could punish those who were harming my friends. And I wanted it in that moment, but I do not think I want it now.
This desire to punish, to gain power and favor over those who harm you and those around you. You have felt it before, I know this. You
know.
are of my ilk.
Well, I don't. Am I really? Because the only person who believed that in my tribe was Callus. No one else believed in you.
I do not require belief to gain favor or faith. This is something that you need to understand of me. Your actions fuel me enough. I have seen what you have done.
And I regret it sometimes.
It does not stop you, though. We will speak again. Trust that. And as your vision starts to pull back, almost like you're stretched and pulled away from the stream that you were brought into, and your eyes flutter open quickly, and there's a gasp of air as it almost feels like you're choking, and and heavy breathing, your heart is pounding, but you are laying in one of the bunks within this rebel headquarters somewhere underground.
What time of day is it?
You're not sure. The light is the exact same as when you woke up the day before when you went to sleep. It's just that dull, dim glow from the torches that surround this room. It's almost infuriatingly it's frustrating because you have no idea what time of day it is.
I'm going to look around. Is everyone else still asleep?
Make a perception check.
Natural 20. Why is it 19?
You glance around and everybody seems to be still asleep.
Okay. I'm going to try to go to sleep.
There, as you look around though, you do see standing in the doorway, leaned up, just watching you, and then leans off of the wall and turns and walks down the hallway, was one of those pale-skinned elves that gave Nimue kind of an odd look and stare down as you had walked past, and who had helped you on, well, not helped you. You weren't even there when that happened.
So I didn't
they
know
had
shit.
helped you escape from the prison, essentially. They were part of this. You saw them on that, but that was it. You just see one of those pale-skinned elves.
Well, then I'm going to get up and follow him.
Okay. So you do so. And you, as you walk out of the entryway to the door, you see them not far away. It wasn't like they were trying to get away from him. And you see him. It is a male with head shaven, all except for a ponytail of black hair that comes up and falls down almost to about shoulder length, and like common, like relaxing clothes. I mean, it is some semblance of evening within this rebel headquarters at the moment, and he is basically waiting for you. So you walk out the door and gestures for you to follow him with his left hand, and turns and starts. He leads you down a couple of the different entryways, the rooms that I guess you haven't passed. You pass these rooms. You can see more bunk rooms. People of all, drow. There are some Duragar sleeping in these rooms, and he leads you to basically this empty, carved out room that is almost like just a common area. There are some makeshift ramshackle tables set around, and he sits down at the table and reaches into like a knapsack. I don't know, a satchel. That's the word I'm looking for. A knapsack, a satchel on his hip, and produces a dirtied, kind of dusty looking bottle and a couple of carved wooden glasses, and sets them on the table, and doesn't say anything but pours two glasses of some darkened liquid that you would probably assume to be an imbibement of some sort. Sets the bottle down and shoots one, and then grabs a second cup and shoots that one, and then pours two more and gestures to the seat in front of him.
I sit down and I follow suit. I shoot both of them.
And he pours two more and grabs one and leans back a little bit, and there's a really awkward, tense moment of silence as his gaze just narrows on you and stares you up and down. And finally, he takes a sip this time instead of shooting it. Yes, Katrina.
Sorry, can we turn down the music just a little bit?
Sorry.
I'm having a hard time hearing you.
No, apologies. It's weird in the way that it is from where I'm at.
That's fair. I
Yeah.
just, thought I'd bring it up.
Yeah, perfect. He sips from it this time and looks to you, and as he leans back, just says, "I have seen your kind before, not many times. You seem to struggle with something deeper. This dream, I take it, that you have had. I have seen creatures awake from something as frightful before. Something calls to you, does it not?"
Yes. By my kind, are you talking about just hobgoblins in general or something else?
They narrow he narrows his eyes, says, "Your kind, your people.
Okay.
I've come across them in my travels.
Okay.
You were talking in your sleep. I heard the words that you said as I was passing by.
I hear a call from a higher being that someone I know used to follow, but the rest of my tribe does not care much for him. But I spent many times with this person, and so I had come to kind of follow them in my own way. And I don't know. It's been long since I have heard anything from him or from a being such as that, and I don't know what I should do. I'm a little confused because I thought that I had thrown away that part of myself, but every time I try something, it looks like it always comes back.
Tell me, child, what are your desires? Who are you?"
I don't know. I'm told that I'm part of this one thing or I'm part of another. I don't know clearly, obviously, what race I am. I don't know what types of blood are running through me. I'm told there's one of a higher power, or I'm shown that I'm partially human, but then I look hobgoblin. I don't know what I am. I'm trying to look for it, but I don't know where to start.
I was where you were once, lost, unaware of who I was, what my desires and goals were, and I, like you, had a similar call to a higher power, not one of as much darkness as this one that seems to attract your attention. Be wary, young one, of what it is you ask and what it is that they seek from you. Especially with this one.
Yeah. Okay.
He slides the bottle over to you and stands up and walks out of the room.
Okay. I'm going to just pour myself another glass, then just start slowly drinking that, just thinking about things, obviously. Then once I finish that one glass, I'm going to go back to sleep.
Okay. So you make your way back through the halls, and sleep finds you, but it's more difficult. It's restless, but you do still sleep and gain your long rest. The rest of you, daylight comes. Well, not daylight, but your body's internal experience that of the morning finds you, and you all rouse from your slumbers. And as you do, there's those morning stretches, and as your composure and minds kind of gather themselves and gain the semblance that this is a new day, and you sit up, you hear a clank of like a tray and items on one in the doorway, and as your gazes all turn to look, you all see a familiarly descriptive figure of serpent-like features. As this figure walks into your room holding a tray. And Wade, would you like to join the table and describe your character for us?
No.
Nice.
Really? Wait, what?
Okay, so
Wade,
let's
what?
find. Sorry, this is gonna take a second. We forgot about chairs.
You can try the purple chair. You're not as fat as I am, so
Purple chair might be fine, Wade.
Yeah.
it's
it's
right
right
over
there.
there. If
It's
you
probably
hear-
gonna be more
If
comfortable
you
than
hear
the
some
stool.
noises from it, get off, because
Something else is
Do we
about
want to
to break.
have him squeeze in
it's a little
here?
ripped.
And you got me twice now. Clint Eastwood.
Right in between Russell and Julian.
Okay.
Oh, then
Wait, but what about Colette?
Colette can come sit next to me, and
That's fine.
she can come. Yeah,
She'll come here.
yeah.
that's cool.
She'll be fine next to us.
She can go play D&D in her room.
Yeah. She can just go home.
Wade, do you need a set of dice?
I got this.
Okay.
I got this.
So I have 2 pairs too. Yeah, just to remember.
Everybody's
to,
got a fuck ton of dice. So.
speak clearly into the mic.
Yeah.
It's a little weird, but you get used to it.
You can also use my dice tray.
Cool beans. All right, Wade. So
What color do you want?
as you come in under the instructions to bring this group that had just saved one of the members of the group that you are part of, some breakfast and some drinks, some waters, describe to them what they see.
6'5", sleek, humanoid kind of looking dude, like normal flesh tone, bright bluish pearlescent scales, kind of scattered all over the body, and then blue serpent eyes.
Mhm.
Not too much hair, no hair. Just like hair.
Not very much. Not
And then
in fact.
he's got an open robe. It's black, kind of rugged holes, and then he's got black trousers with a white string.
All right. So you all come to and witness this figure come in that comes in, sets down a tray in front of you all full of waters and things for your morning.
Does he look like then the UNT that we were like fighting?
He looks similar to what Asutali looked like very human looking, but there under her clothes that was witnessed by Nimue were the scales. He looks very similar to that. So more human than serpent, but the eyes and the scales definitely
Lizard
are
man.
not.
Lizard man.
Who's gonna take point?
Who's gonna attack?
And
Who
I
are
wake
you?
up.
Yeah, you over there.
Me, I'm bringing you your drinks.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
Please take it.
I'll get up and go grab it immediately.
I want to go inspect one to see.
The drink?
Yeah.
Okay. What do
I was
you?
gonna take detect.
I
I
just
mean,
wanna-
you pick
yeah,
up a
I'm
cup
kidding.
and it's.
I'll like
um,
show it to DeWitt. Does that look like anything that you've worked with before? Or
Roll
does
a
it look
medicine
like?
Oof. 10.
10. It doesn't look like any of the poisons or liquids you've made. It looks like a cup of water.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll start taking a drink.
All right. I need you both to make. No. You're fine. It's water. You both take a drink and
Natural 1.
it's
You choke on your water.
like crisp, cold underground, like spring water that seems to be what flows through the river and the waterfall that is in this area.
We should contain this and sell it.
We have the never-ending water. Why would we do that?
But we cannot sell it to people.
Yes, we can. That is, you are incorrect.
All right, but what I'm wondering is who is this guy? What's your name?
My name is Ludus.
Nudist?
No, Ludus.
Lude us?
What does Lou do?
I'm a servant.
Let us?
What did you
I
say?
think it's a ludus.
How many S's are on the end of that name?
Oh, I put 5.
Who do you serve?
Hold on.
Her name is Liev.
Who?
Liev.
Do I RP this or?
You want to?
Yeah.
I serve Liet.
Who's that?
That's the woman who runs this place, the Avarian.
I don't
Yeah, these two
Fakwa.
haven't met her.
think
Oh,
I know
Oh.
her.
Whoops, I forgot that you guys went with us.
Oh yeah, we were
He's
kinda in
insensitive.
jail.
huh. Is she nice?
She's very nice.
Is
she
she
helped
cool?
us a lot. She's cool. She's hip.
Does she sing
She's with
songs
the
like
kids.
me?
No.
Oh.
She's pretty chill.
Well, you know, this Ludus, right? You kind of remind me of Asutali.
Do you know
her?
Asutali?
No, I'm not afraid I do.
I guess Zone of Truth.
Okay.
So everybody.
I'm gonna be looking at you a lot.
No, you're fine. Direct any questions.
Cool.
So you watch this blue-skinned, like blonde-haired woman, not blue-skinned, but like seafoamy green, light
I
skin.
have a picture.
Reach up and grab a symbol around her neck, and there's a bit of a glow that emanates from her hand, and you feel this warm glow overtake you,
No, he's already seen it.
and it kind of resides within
That's what I look
your
like.
chest. So at the moment you're under a zone of truth spell.
Well,
so
he
you
gets to make a saving throw.
Yes, so
So everybody.
well,
needs
unless
to
you're
make-
willing, but you can make a saving throw if you would like. So roll a d20. Someone wants to show him the d20.
Wait, what's the radius of that? Don't we
Oh,
all do it?
I think everybody
So you
has
take
to do
that,
it.
you can just roll
It's
it.
a charisma saving
Yeah,
throw.
so all of you make charisma saving throws.
All of us? Oh, God.
And on your paper, there
I'll
should be a
just keep
spot
it.
that's charisma saving throw
All right, I rolled a
at the
4.
top on the
do
left.
I make one? I know it's my spell.
No, you're
right?
casting it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So
Okay.
you don't need to write.
What
it,
number
but-
am I
so
trying to save?
Your roll is 17.
Charisma.
and then
My
add the
saving
plus two,
is
so you got
15.
20.
Oh,
Shit.
no.
I only rolled 11.
Oh,
19.
no. I got a 14.
Wade got a 20.
Okay.
Damn.
So
Yeah, I got a 20.
I got a 19.
Oh, no.
I'm telling the truth. Either way, though. But
it's
I just
just
didn't make one.
Oh,
it's just Nyx. I don't believe you
I know
can
what you're
tell if they succeed or not, right? You just cast a spell and so
I have Zone of Truth too.
oh,
I don't.
I used to. Why don't you?
you know whether each creature
Okay.
succeeds or fails on its saving
So everybody but Nyx has succeeded this spell. As you feel that sit in
I
your
thought
chest,
Earphone
And me.
failed.
Earphone failed too.
Earphone failed as well. Okay, it dissipates and leaves you, but it
Wait.
was an odd
I mean,
experience.
Kaya would also have to make one, but I mean,
You're right. Kaya also fails.
Nice.
As she wakes up and is just like sat on her bunk behind all of you guys, just curiously watching what's going on.
A question for Zone of Truth. Like, I know we have to only speak the truth. Do we know that there's been a spell cast upon us?
Yes, and you have to speak the truth. You can't lie, but you don't have to answer.
Okay.
I plead the 5th.
Yeah, it says such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth.
Yep. So,
Which is what I mean. You've been doing this whole time, so like this isn't really any different.
Same Z's.
yeah, so Ludus, you feel this dissipate, and you know that something has been cast on you by this woman, but
Doesn't affect me, so
it does not. You're fine. Yeah.
So do I.
I don't know. What do
You can do whatever you want.
Kind of just shrug it off, kind of look around, and I mean, I'm already at like these people don't trust me, so I'm gonna be
Yeah.
a little. I'm not gonna push any buttons.
What did you just do?
I just casted Zone of Truth so maybe we can all be a little more truthful with each other. But
Well, that
I
isn't
always
very
thought that the
truthful
rules-
to do that on your friends.
you're just in the radius. I can't really affect that.
Oh, well, maybe a little heads up next time.
But then you would know that there's a spell happening.
Oh, Nimue, I always tell you the truth.
That's true. I mean, that's why I'm not really concerned. You saved against it anyway, so it's fine.
Lying is a lot
Good
of
job,
effort.
me.
It is. I just wanted to see if maybe it would help the situation, but
Did it?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
How long does this last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes,
I'm
not going
going
to-
to go get some more water. I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Nice to meet you, Ludus.
Nice to meet you.
All right, and I'm
What?
gonna leave.
While this
Okay.
is going, should we play Veracity or Challenge?
I don't
All
think so. I would never
So you
ask you
leave.
guys any questions that were not polite.
And I'm gonna go. Is the waterfall near the entrance?
The waterfall, as you leave the room that you were in, you can hear it and see it to your left, like a couple doors down. It's just falling. Like all these rooms are carved into the wall behind the waterfall itself and wrapping around it in almost a semicircle, like 3 floors of rooms.
I want to go to where the water's nearest point to the entrance,
Okay.
wherever that is.
So you
Even if
make
that's,
your
like,
way
right where I am. So
as you make your way down the around the semicircle where you guys are housed and follow a path that takes you down, and you end up in almost this communal area where you can see Drow and Duragar, these dark elf, dark drow or dark dwarfs, and a couple of deep gnomes like Nyx moving about, kind of hustle and bustle with each other. There's a little bit of a makeshift bar set up on one side, and you can see people there eating and drinking and speaking with each other, and like a little bit of like a market in a sense. There's not a lot of goods to trade and barter with, but whatever semblance of a market, and those are there. And the waterfall falls to a stream that cuts through the middle of this and travels down into like a corridor that goes towards what you would assume to be the entrance to this place.
okay, I'm gonna empty my drum.
Okay.
And then refill it,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna leave.
Leave this.
Yeah, the encampment.
Okay.
Like walk
You-
through that.
You walk through to that corridor and you get to the end, and there's a large boulder blocking the way.
Well, I've walked through it, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
So I'll
So
just
you
walk
you
through it
walk
again.
through the illusion,
Mhm.
find yourself out deep darkness. There's no, as you pass through the illusion, it's almost pitch black where you're at. There's no light. You can't see anything around.
All right. 1 second. Sorry.
You're good. What are the rest of you doing?
Once I realize that DeWitt has left, I'm going to go try and find him because I want him to identify my helmet.
Okay, do you follow him immediately after
No,
he
definitely
has?
not. It would have taken me a second, especially
Okay.
after last night.
I would say just roll a perception check as you walk out and scan like over the waterfall and scan the crowd.
3.
And you don't see DeWitt anywhere around where you're at.
Okay. I then leave and I go and try and find the person that talked to me last night.
Okay, make an investigation check. And the rest of you?
I'm gonna drop the spell.
Okay. So Nyx, you feel that warmth that's built up in your chest dissipate, as well as Earphon.
I would never ask you anything that you didn't want to tell me. But honestly, I'm just tired of not having honesty. Honestly,
I've been honest with you.
I know you have.
I have never lied.
It was
either.
more for our friends here that I don't know at all. But to be quite honest, I'm afraid of all of you. I don't really trust any of you, and I just want some honest answers for once.
Well, that's smart at least.
Well, I've got some questions, but
It didn't work. I mean, you could have asked some questions, but it didn't work anyway, so.
Investigation was 12.
A 12? Okay.
I want to know how somebody who should not be allied with this rebellion comes to be a servant for them. Were you captured, or did you just not like what was happening in your city, or why
Your kind
are you
doesn't seem to
here?
be favorable among these.
I just do not belong. I don't know where to go. I serve. That's what I do.
But you spent a good time in Chor Sundreth?
Torn sundress, yes.
Yeah, Torn Sundress? Chor Sundreth.
When I was young, yes, but it's been so much time.
So you are no ally to the enemy then?
I don't think I ever was, you know.
Okay. That's interesting. Can I insight check that? Is he telling that? Do I think he doesn't serve an allegiance?
Make an insight check. Sorry.
7.
7.
7?
He seems like he's being pretty truthful. There's not really any tells. It almost seems like he's being put on the spot and just answering.
Okay. Well, it was nice to meet you.
If it's okay with you, I'd like to go back to the kitchen. I think my boss would appreciate it.
Well, okay.
So, Ludus, you start to back up and turn to leave. And you see Liev standing there in the doorway, the sly smirk on her face, that beautiful dark elf with her dark hair.
Question. Are you
Yes.
saying that he turns to Liev?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's what happens, yes. So you turn to do this, and she's standing there, and she says, yes, well, I see you have all met Ludus. I hope this meeting was not too much. I know what you've all experienced, but he is a loyal friend, an ally to us, and assists us where we need it.
He seems like it. I just didn't expect to see someone of his kind joining forces with you, I guess, after everything you've told us.
Well, we didn't quite expect for him to be an ally when we found him, but through time, things have shown to be a bit different. Anyway, I came here to thank you all. I know I didn't put much backing or confidence behind what it is that you did yesterday, but I am willing to admit when I was wrong, and I was wrong about you all. And you must be... Oh, wait, you both left. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm not there.
Yeah, the
Says,
two
"Where
friends
are-"
that
yes,
we rescued,
the friends that were rescued.
they wandered off.
They do that.
Obviously.
Well, they should be safe within the bounds of this camp, so...
As DeWitt sticks his head out of the camp.
All right. I trust it.
All right. DeWitt, what were you going to
Did
do?
I get the drift globe back?
I don't know. I didn't grab it.
Yeah, we
You
got the
got
drift
all your
club.
items
Yeah,
back, yeah.
Did you give it back to me?
I assume so. Weren't we
Okay.
all in the room?
Yeah, I figured, but I was just double checking.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just activate it.
Okay. So as you stand out there
Just
in the
the light
darkness
spell.
and you reach down and pull out this drift globe and it glows and pulses and you can see light spread out. From what you can see around you, you're in a cavern, like some type of tunneled cave. There is a bit of like lichen and mushrooms and things that grow on the ground of various colors. Not a lot of plant growth, more molds and fungus, but there are rocks and stuff around you. You can't really see much more. It like dissipates off into darkness both ways down to your left and right, and even in front of you with the light that's produced.
Okay, so there's which was the way that we came from yesterday?
You all came from left, generally.
Okay, I'm gonna just go to the right then and keep walking.
And start walking.
Mhm.
Okay, so you start heading down that tunnel. Tail, you spend quite a while trying to find this individual that you spoke to the night before. It takes you a bit, but eventually you come across a one of those bunk rooms, and you can see that individual along with two other ones in there sitting, and they all mid-conversation turn as you step into the door. And two of them don't say anything, but the one you spoke to just sits up a little bit more straight and says, "Well, hello, my friend. What brings you by our room today?"
In the heat of the moment, because there was so much going on last night, I didn't get to ask any questions from you, if that's
Well,
okay.
I can't promise I will give you the answers you require or
Okay.
are
Well,
looking for, but
I mean, first thing, what is your name?
my name is Seldren.
Selderan?
Yes.
Okay. And when you said that you saw some of my kind before, what marking did they have on them? Did you notice anything on their forearms, their legs, or their back?
I can't say that that's something I paid much attention to, but I do believe there are not many tribes that act and teach the same way that yours does.
Okay. And the other thing I wanted to ask is, when you said that you went through something very similar to me, what happened?
A voice called to me within a dream, and I answered.
Was it a bad voice?
She did not start that way, no.
Oh, okay. Do you have any advice for me for in case something else happens?
Be cautious. Question everything.
Okay.
Act of your own accord.
Okay. Well, thank you. Then, last thing, I is there some sort of armor or something here? I need some new boots.
Armorer, I can't say that we really have, but you could speak to Thagar. He is the one who runs the armory, the quartermaster.
And where can I find him?
Well, he runs the armory maybe 5 doors down this corridor.
Isn't that the guy who hates Nyx?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That is all I wanted to ask. Then I'm gonna leave and go towards the armory.
All right. Just nods and turns back to conversation with the other two. The rest of you standing there speaking to Liev, and she looks to you, Ludus, and just says, thank you for bringing them what I asked. If you wish to leave to the kitchen. Put away.
Oh, I didn't even have it out.
Says, if you wish to leave, like that awkward moment of like you were mid trying to walk out and she spoke and everyone's kind of standing there surrounding you.
Do you leave her?
I'm going to be going now.
All right. And Ludus turns and walks out of the room that you're in. And she turns back to you all and says, I'm sorry about him. He it's not like many of the other Yuan Ti that we have had experience with, and it is a bit refreshing, if not odd at times. So, I must ask, what is it that you all wish to do now? I am grateful for your assistance and
Well,
what you did. And
I've got some questions. I mean,
By all means.
where are we? I mean, I know we're on the outskirts of Chorsandreth, but are we still in the Altean Confederation?
I can't say I even know what this Altean Confederation
Well,
is that
how-
you speak
We
of.
asked this last time.
Oh, sorry.
You did talk about.
Well, how do we get out of here?
How do
I
we-
don't
How
personally
do we get
want
up
to
back
stay
to the
here.
surface?
I
Honestly,
am
I'm
not sure. I
very
have not
uncomfortable.
been, nor do I know a way up. I'm not sure how these Yuan-Ti even made their way up there. This Asutali that you speak of, I am unaware of how they even found a way to get to where you were.
Do you have anybody within your ranks that might know a way back to the surface?
If they did, I'm sure I would have heard of it. You could ask around, but I can't imagine it's something that I would possess the knowledge of.
I have a question about some of your soldiers, I suppose. The pale-skinned ones.
Yes.
I've been noticing that they've been giving me some odd looks.
I-
Do you know the reason for that?
Cannot 100% say why this is, but they are what is left of the Shadar Kai, the warriors and, well, part of those who served the Raven Queen before her demise and fall. They've been around as long, if not longer, than myself, and I know not much of their mystery other than that. That much I required of them in order to gain refuge here.
I see. Well, thank you. Oh,
Of
and thank
course.
you so much for letting us stay here. We are.
From what you
indebted.
did, you are welcome as long as we can manage to have you here. And if you choose to stay, I hate to impose more, but the blow that you struck against these Yuan-Ti, this prison, it was responsible for the capture and, well, the corruption and transformation of many people into servants of these Yuan-Ti. And I hate to even bring this up, but if you choose to stay here, we would very much benefit from your help in eliminating these barons that control and run Chorsandreth, and even further reaching than that.
I mean, there are only 4, right? We already got one down.
There
We'd have
are
to
3 more,
negotiate terms. But that is something that can be discussed. But we need to talk amongst our group, I think, before we make any decisions of that.
That is understandable, and I cannot ask more of you than what you have done for me already. If you choose to leave, I would be happy to have at least somebody accompany you. I know that Ludus served, well, not served, but has inner knowledge, and if these Yuan-Ti had some way to reach the surface, there is a chance he may know something more about how that is. So if that is a path you choose to take, I would be willing to send him with you to guide you through the tunnels in order to make your way out.
Do you think he'll be okay returning on his own, or?
He's capable. Odd, but capable, yes.
Wow.
Well, he is Yuan-Ti. Or
Yeah,
a
when we
lizard
found
man.
him, he had single-handedly dispatched his own guard that was escorting him to the labor camps within the city.
Oh.
Labor.
Yuan-Ti choose not to imprison their own, but repurpose them if they fall behind the hierarchy or go against the grain, so to speak. And he was one of those.
That's interesting.
One last thing. You said that you were short on food around here.
Sorry, what?
You said that you were short on food around here?
We are, yes.
I might have something that can help that.
We are open to any help.
Do you have a place where I
suggestions.
could summon such things?
Yes, the tables and outside the waterfall, that is our common area. If that is something that you wish to do, we would be forever grateful. Even more so than we are now. And
Let me look into it.
very well, I will Well,
Okay, yeah, I can do that. I meant to take the spell today.
I will be within the war room if you wish to find me. Let me know what your decision is. Either way, just know that we are grateful, and whatever we can do, I have no money or items to thank you, but if we can get you out of here safely, if that is your wish, then we shall do so. And if you choose to stay, I'm sure there is some way we can find to help you and thank you for what it is you do for us.
Thank you. We will definitely take it under consideration, and thank you again for everything that you have done for us as well.
Of course.
She's a drow, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the right
We're
moment.
definitely related.
DeWitt, you continue walking how long?
Probably like 15 minutes.
You walk 15 minutes and this tunnel, it goes on. There are moments when your drift globe picks up, features of a wall next to you, but then it dissipates and there's just darkness and you just keep walking. 15 minutes pass and the surroundings, the setting below you, the rock, the fungus, it all starts to look very similar.
Oh god, he's gonna get lost.
I'll slowly stop.
Okay.
And look around. And just think for a bit. Then I'll turn around. Back the way I came. And probably head back.
Okay.
But a little bit slower.
Okay. Tail. What do you do? You've left this room with those.
Yeah, I went towards the quartermaster.
Okay, that's where you're going?
Yeah.
Okay. So you walk in and you can see there's like a makeshift countertop and rows of different weapons and stuff set up and organized, and there's a shorter dwarf there organizing everything and turns as you walk and he goes, "Yeah, what can I help you?" Whoa! Hello, sorry for the surprise. I didn't expect to run into one of your kind here.
One of my kind?
Well, I've seen hobgoblins before. They've made ventures down here, but well, we don't run into many. I'm sorry for the rambling.
Oh, no worries.
What is it I can help you with?
Oh, I need some new boots.
Well,
If you got some boots.
yeah, we've got boots. I can get you some boots if that's something you're looking for.
Oh, yeah. Can you get me 2 of different kinds?
He cocks his head and gives you raised eyebrows. And says,
I thought that was an unintentional thing. But
I can definitely do that. That's an odd request. Is there any reasoning for? I have to ask. I'm curious.
A good friend of mine told me it's part of my charm. I think.
Right. Well,
I don't know. She told me it, and so I was just like, okay.
sure. Why not? And he kind of leans over the counter and looks and says, "Are you thinking like the same size and 2 different boots, or do you
Oh,
want?"
yeah. Same size, 2 different boots.
All right. And he sees your feet and he goes, I'm sure I can make that work. Yeah.
Good.
Turns and goes back to the armaments and stuff, and
one's a
comes
stiletto,
back with 2
one's
pairs.
a hiking boot.
Comes back with 2 pairs of boots and sets them on the counter. One's like a deeper brown hide boot, and the other one's more. It's got some studs, like almost like a studded leather boot. Not super high, thick armor, but more studded leather than the other one. Just seems to be more like a hide, like dark hide boot.
Oh, perfect.
He
Thank
says,
you.
I don't really have an use for the other 2 odd feet because, well,
Oh, I'll take them.
yeah.
then.
So if you have
just in
something
case
to
I
do with
lose
them,
these ones.
exactly. There you go. You've got 2 pairs of boots
Oh,
now.
thank you. Okay. And also, do you know what this helmet does? It makes my eyes look all red and scary.
Do you put it on?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's wow. That's a cool piece of equipment you have there, but not a mage. I can't really identify those type of things. It is amazing, though, if you're looking to trade it in.
Oh, no, I want to keep it.
Oh, yeah, that's understandable.
Do you want my old helmet? And I bring out the eggshell hat.
You put the Booyog eggshell hat on the counter. He says, I don't think we have much use for that, so I'm going to have to pass.
I'll give it to someone else then. Do you
Right.
know anyone who could tell me what this helmet does?
I'm not sure. I don't know many mages. If you know somebody who does that type of thing, I know people who can cast magics.
Oh,
but
I can cast magics, but I can't.
So why?
I can't look at. I don't know how to identify things though.
Well, that's what I'd assume most of the people that I know's boat that they're in. We're just, we're not really equipped with.
What's your coolest thing here?
Oh, well, he looks a bit agitated at this point, like he was in the middle of working on something. And about that, I think at the moment you would be the most interesting thing in here.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Can I get you anything in turn for these boots?
If you have any supplies
5 days of
or
rations.
equipment that you're not using, we could definitely we could use it.
I have some food. I have some, ribs, not the ones you eat, but the ones from a giant.
Well, if I was still into crafting, I would probably take those, but these are hard times. The food will do if you're willing to spare some.
Okay, then I will give him 5 days of rations.
All right, that's...
Pulls out the exact same bag, gives him the exact same amount of rations.
Yeah, he doesn't know it's the same bag. Well, that's perfect. I do appreciate it.
Oh yeah, thank you for your time. If you come up with things that look cool, let me know, and I will take it or trade it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Goodbye. Then I leave.
Just turns and there's like a mumble under the breath and goes back to working.
And I continue to look for DeWitt.
Okay. Do it you, like 20 minutes, half an hour, make your way back to the, following your footsteps, the boulder. The boulder that covers the entrance to the
Kind of
headquarters.
stay out for a sec.
Okay. The rest of you,
Did Liev leave?
yes, she went back to the war room so you could find her there when you have decided on what you would like to do.
Okay. I want to go look for bats.
For bats?
Yeah.
Okay.
She wants an owlie, but
No, I don't want an owlie.
Daddy.
Make an
Wants a silent
investigation
wingy.
check.
Yeah.
19.
19. It's not hard to find. You go up to the 3rd level of the rings behind the waterfall, and it's not hard to find bats like clung to some of the upper ceilings up
Okay.
here and
I'll
in the moist.
crouch
Like
down
cavernous
and
area.
sit cross-legged, and then I'm gonna cast minor illusion to make it look like bugs.
Okay.
There's like a bunch of bugs just floating around, and then I'm gonna basically hold my action to try and snatch one if they come down and try to get a bug.
Okay. All right. Yeah. There's a couple of them that you're there for a few minutes and they like hang from the ceiling and their heads turn and see these bugs and they swoop down. You're just trying to grab one out
Just
of
to
the air.
catch one.
Okay. I would
what
say
kind of bats?
make.
What kind of bats?
Like the
They're
Zubat
just-
kind?
Yeah. They're Zubats. No. They're
Are
just
they
like
like
small
little
brown.
bats?
They're like small brown bats.
Like gnome-sized bats, like
They're not that big.
No, not gnome size, like pocket sized
Yes.
for gnomes.
Yes. Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
So a
Okay.
few of them swoop down to try and go at the grub and insects that you put down there, or
You
the
can't
illusion
bring a
of.
regular bat, you
I
have
would
a
say
pocket
make
bat.
Billy Mason.
make. I'd say make an attack roll, but it's just your hands, so it'd be like an unarmed attack roll. See if you like hit them, like if you go to
Is
catch
it with
them.
Dex?
Yes, sure.
Do you have any pumpkin
16?
pie on you?
A 16. that's enough to. They swoop down a few of them, and you reach out and grab one of them, and it folds its wings up as you catch it, and it's.
I'll just start petting his little head.
Make an animal handling check.
And then in undercommon, I'll be like, "It's okay, little buddy." Oh,
She rolls
15.
Everything.
Right, it struggles for a few seconds more, and finally stops moving and calms down a little bit.
I'll just keep petting him,
Moving 'cause it
and then
died.
go back.
Okay.
That's so cute.
So you said, Taylor, you're looking for
Do it again.
DeWitt. I mean, even I could have you roll investigation, but you look all around. You do not find DeWitt within the confines of this camp. Do you eventually go in?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll say as you were down in the common area looking around for DeWitt emerges from the cavern that leads its way out.
Oh, do it. Then I start running over towards him.
Oh, Tail.
Oh,
Hey.
I wanted to ask, can you identify the helmet thingy I'm wearing?
Yeah. Right now?
If that's okay.
Uh,
Here, I give you this instead. Then I give him the Booyag hat.
okay, thanks.
Here, now you
What is?
Booyag.
Does the Booyag hat look like it's like rotting or anything?
It's just an
It's
eggshell.
just an eggshell.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'll put it on then.
Okay. So you
Like,
put on the
sweet.
Booyag hat.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I think I don't have a pearl anymore. I don't remember
Oh.
grabbing it. So I might have to grab Nimwe's or something.
Okay, then let's go get Nimue, because I want
You
to
got
know.
all your stuff back.
Just gave mine away.
yeah. Was it there?
Yeah. all
Yeah,
your
so
stuff.
it's probably
Oh,
like
okay.
all your stuff.
Well, yeah. Let's go do it with everyone else or something.
Okay, I don't know where they are.
Probably where they are.
Oh, good
let's go
idea.
Look for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty
Go
accurate.
back.
While this was happening, I wanted to go and create food and water on the tables that Liev was telling me about.
Okay.
And I'll cast it twice.
All right. So as Tail and DeWitt, as you both go, Nimue walks up to you essentially to this common area that you're in, and then walks up to the tables that are all there and creates 40 pounds each casting, I believe.
That's a lot.
45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water
Yeah.
on the ground or in containers within range, enough to sustain up to 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours.
All right. So Nimue casts this twice, and you can see it's not one of those moments where people start trampling each other, but there's a moment of shock as people look back and forth and look at you, and there's some nods of thanks from Drow, Duragar, deep gnomes alike, and they all gather around these tables and sit down and start passing food amongst each other, and slowly conversation builds, and it's almost like this slow build to this camaraderie of a feast where they're all sitting around this big dinner or lunch or breakfast,
Whatever
whatever
time
it
of
is.
day it is.
And he cast
Not
it
a
2
care
more
in the
times.
world for the moment
Yeah.
as they have sustenance to do these things.
Yeah. And I'll just let Liev know. The food will go bad within 24 hours, and it is probably important to ration it. I can only cast it so often. But spread it amongst your people as you see fit.
Who do you say this to?
Liev,
She's not down there.
she's not
She
down
went
there.
to the war room.
I'll let just somebody
one of
around
them.
know. Yeah.
Just a drow man that just says, thank you. This is more than... I don't know who you people are, but we are grateful. And goes about to helping distribute this food to those who are around. And more start coming from above as they hear this. And yeah.
If I see more than 50 people, I'll do it the third time too.
There's definitely more than 50 people that start to make their way.
I'll cast the third one as well.
Okay.
That's all my third level spell slots for the day.
They
Watch one of us
definitely
die.
They definitely
This is why I should
ration
have the
it.
pearl.
They ration it to the point where it feeds more than what the casting would suggest. Is they're not all stuffing themselves. This is them making sure that those around them, this community, is fed and has some sort of sustenance. And all right, so
As I see Nimue do this, I go up to her and I'm like, "Hey, we need to talk.
Okay.
Let's go
All right.
meet up with everyone." Yeah.
Sure.
okay, so you all reconvene. Eventually, Nyx, you come back with your bat. You all reconvene. Within
Nyx just comes back just with a fucking bat.
Petting. Is it a girl or a boy?
roll a nature check.
With advantage, since I'm familiar with the Underdark and
It's
the
a
creatures
bat.
that inhabit. Okay. Just gotta try. A nature check?
Sure.
Oh, I actually have a 14.
14. It's a girl, Nickel. It's a girl.
Are you naming it Philip?
What is that?
It's Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, are you naming it Philip?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
I just wanted to know if it was a girl or a boy.
Wait, do I
It's a girl.
see Nyx walk in with a bat?
You see her walk in with a nickel.
This is bullshit. I still don't have a cat.
Well,
And she
are
has
you
a
serious?
Well, you've caught a few, but
Then you let them go.
Well, they
the
don't-
trick is to not let them go.
Well, they do not want to be encaged.
Listen, if we're going to be stuck down here in the Underdark, you have to have a bat by your side because it's really the only good thing that's down here.
Oh, I miss
Aren't you
Silent
from the
Wingy.
Underdark, Nyx?
Yeah, and I hate it here except for the bats.
Oh, are you going
Fair
to
enough.
name it Silent Wingy Junior?
No, I'll probably think of a name that's less descriptive.
Okay.
Well, you know, I like to keep things simple. Is that maybe that's not the right word?
Oh, so Wingy. There, that is simple.
No, I haven't come up with a name yet.
Dark Wingy.
I don't know if she will want to stay with me, but
How about Batman?
Batwoman.
All
I'm
right,
just gonna
so
keep
you all
petting her.
reconvene in this room.
So is everyone ready to go?
Go where?
To leave?
Oh, are we leaving?
I think so, right?
Where? How do we leave?
Well, so Liev, trust me, I'm in favor of leaving, but Liev did bring to our attention that there might be some good that we could do down here. And while I don't feel it is our responsibility, and while I fucking hate it down here,
Well, if we stay down here for too long, who knows what happened to Whitehorn?
yeah, we went to Whitehorn to help there, and suddenly we are somewhere in the Underdark. We need to go back.
I agree. I just thought I'd bring it to all of your attention.
But if we go back right now, then who knows if Asutali may see us return and that she may just kill us on the spot.
The other thing is that the incursion into Whitehorn started here. So if we destroy the incursion in Whitehorn, great, but it might just come back again.
Well, the longer that we are down here, the longer they have up on the surface to continue this lie that they're spreading. They're corrupting the Altean Confederation.
And what if they spread to other cities? So if we stop Asutali, if we don't stop Asutali in time, then maybe the High Arbiter might die.
Yes, about that, I did see a little bit of what Asutali was doing to her right before you both got captured. And she was whispering to her. She was saying things like, "You're not okay, you're so sick." And as she was saying those things, Sela was getting more and more sick. I have no idea what she was doing, but I don't know if it's within my power to help her.
Is that the magic that she
Yeah,
can?
I mean, I could try remove curse, but I don't know if that's what it is. I
Here.
don't know if I have anything to help her.
maybe what is his name?
Lorenzo?
No, not just Lorenzo, but that weird other half snake, not half snake
Ludus?
person. Yeah,
Ludus.
Ludicis. Maybe he knows what magic that is.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's probably because Asutali has trained in that magic. It's probably not like something that like everybody knows. I think you're stereotyping their race here.
Well, I'm not trying to, but none of
I
us
thought
know
you were
what it
ending
is.
racism, Tail.
None of us know what it is, and if it's something that the race might even train, he might know something.
That's a
It's, al-
possibility.
it's also worth noting that She had to keep casting the spell repeatedly, right? Because
It seems like from what I
so
can
it
tell,
doesn't
maybe
last
she
very long.
talks every time she talks to us. She kind of instills this.
so
in
maybe
her.
it will wear off eventually.
If
Why
we-
would she keep
I
doing
mean,
it?
if we kill Asutali, it would probably go away. But
Well, why don't we just do that?
Well, Asutali is far more powerful than we are. She has far more allies at her disposal.
The only reason she won that first time, I mean, I don't want to underestimate her, but if we all took her on together, I think it would have gone a different way.
It's true. I
Yep.
mean, I was
And-
when we faced her with just what was it, the 5 of us? I was completely out of.
And all of our
Cool.
resources we gave to Tail and the Wit, and then we were stuck with,
And also, the Wit and I didn't even try to fight. We thought that we could reason, but we didn't know there is this whole snake weird thingy going on. So
That's fair. But I mean, these are all
Listen,
just
I think
things
we all
to-
hate it down here.
let's go back up.
Yeah. Right? Does anyone not hate it?
I hate it down
I
here.
do
I
not.
don't want to stay.
I think
I
it's
like the
okay,
rocks.
but I
Too
prefer to
dark.
be up there.
Yeah.
But what
Like I don't.
what happens if we go up to the surface? What are we going
Honestly,
to do?
we are at a very high chance of just getting put right back in this situation.
Exactly.
So we have to, if we're going to go back up to the surface, we have to do it under the nose
I've got
of
an
Asutali, which
idea.
is difficult to do.
Why don't you send a message to Asutali?
I did think of
Or
this.
what is
what
her
if
name?
she-
I forget her name.
Sella?
What if she just kills
So,
Sella?
yeah, is that the one that's okay? Sella,
Sella Davron is the High Arbiter.
or maybe her, or somebody there. Maybe we could.
I mean, I've seen Sella, so I can send a message to her.
Is Lorenzo in the same room as us?
He's not in the same room as you. at the
Well,
moment.
actually, maybe not. I can't send. No, I couldn't send a message to them because if they're in the black hold, that the walls of that
Yeah.
they
Would interfere.
defend against my magics.
Well, I want to leave.
I'm in favor.
We'll know how to get back here, but right now, all of our allies are on the surface. The people that can really make a difference in whatever fight we've just found ourselves in. And right now, they're being corrupted and misinformed because the highest position of power is being led by somebody who is an enemy.
Yeah, we don't want to wait here too long, then find out that our
Well,
allies have
well,
been turned
let's
against
pitter
us.
patter.
To be fair, the only allies that we truly have on the surface are Merton and Alar, and they're not even in Whitehall.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, so we know that no news of what happened to Sella has reached them, but if we wait here for too long, and then there is news that reach them, and they control the news and make it out to be that we are enemies, then that is hard.
I mean,
That
we
is
could
difficult. But I mean,
base with Alar.
Merton and Alar know
I say
that
let's
we are
go
allies, but
now.
we could send a message to Alar
Yeah, even
or Merton and see what the state of affairs is up.
we'll use Sending
above
Stone
ground.
to contact Alar.
We would
Then-
want, if we were to return to the surface, I think we would want both of them there. So we do not get
I don't-
immediately
Honestly,
killed and captured.
I don't know if we want them there. I don't know if we want
No, we don't.
Asutali to know that they are on our side.
Yeah,
But then the rest of the people would know that there are people on our side.
But waiting does also nothing.
I'm not saying that we should wait. All I'm saying is that maybe we should. It takes like less than a minute for me to contact them, or for you to use the sending stone to
If
contact
we
Alar.
destroyed the UNT power at its base down here, there is a possibility
We
that
couldn't even destroy the power in Whitehorn, and it is concentrated here. We don't stand a chance down here.
we just destroyed a quarter of their power.
Well, no, the barons aren't the power here. There's people above even them.
and the Barons were just the 4 that were just in this one area and not the whole empire.
This is a whole empire that spans cities upon cities in the Underdark. We can't
Yeah.
do anything here. We are not powerful enough. We are getting mixed up in things that are way beyond our power.
And you think that Asutali is going to be weaker than the Barons?
Honestly, no,
Asutal
but I
is
think
going
that's
to be weaker than the entire empire.
that's a goal that is actually maybe achievable. But honestly, I don't even know if we should get mixed up in that. Like, what business do we have getting mixed up in that? Honestly, do any of us have a stake in that?
Nope.
I just want to go see the sun and the moon again, and I'm afraid that we are very far, or a
We
very
still have
long
to find
way.
the wit's plant.
We have many goals. We still
have a
have to
lot of
find
things
that
we
man
can-
that Cloud
Seven.
wanted us to find. We still.
Well, let's start by helping Scylla. That's the goal we were working on to
All right,
begin with,
first step,
right?
let's get to the surface.
Yes.
Where
Let's just
is
start from there.
Lucas?
Let's go up, back up.
Do we want to send a message to Ayla real quick?
I'm happy to do
You
that.
can
What
do
should-
that while we walk.
Okay. What should I say?
Hey, Ayla. Hey, Ayla. We're in the Underdark and
We're still alive.
and we're still alive, but we got arrested, and now we're coming back up to the surface.
You
Okay.
Oh, or you could be like, hey, so Alar, snake person, charmed high arbiter, and
Just say
captured
Asutali.
us. Oh, is that our name?
Yes.
I forget.
Okay, I'll pull out the sending stone.
Okay.
We accidentally went to Chor Sundreth. Do you know where it is? Asutali has taken over Whitehorn. We don't know what to do. Was that 25?
24.
Nailed it.
Reply.
Help.
Send.
Full send.
Full send is
sorry,
the
that's
word.
20.
Yeah, it is. Full send.
A moment passes, and then you hear Alar's voice enter into your consciousness and says, Namira, I haven't heard from you in a while since you were within the black hole or were heading to the black hole itself. I was worried. This is troubling news. Be safe, and what can I do to help?
Well, that got us nowhere. I'll
Does he-
follow that line of questioning tomorrow.
Does he know what Chor Sundreth is?
Well, if he does, he didn't even acknowledge it.
Well, the thing is, I can. Oh wait, no, I can't. I spent all my third level spells today. I can't send it.
It's okay. I'll just touch base with him tomorrow. And he said he's worried about us because we've been gone for some time. How long has it been?
Probably been about
I
a
don't
week
know.
that you've been down here.
Oh
at
shit!
this
That whole
point.
thing with
Week?
Merton's gonna go down in like 2 weeks.
Shit, we gotta book it to the surface.
We've been here longer than I thought.
Yeah, and I had a date with what's his face? With Vaughn. I had this whole elaborate plan that I intend to see through, but I bet he's wondering where his mystery date
Oh
went.
no,
You ghosted
I was
him?
supposed to have training.
I guess I did.
I was supposed to train with Lofgren. He was supposed to teach me cool things.
Oh shit!
Now I only know some cool things, not enough though.
Well, you got a cool helmet now.
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of the weight, what does that do?
It protects your head.
Oh, cool.
Now we're never gonna identify it.
Anything else?
I don't know.
I thought you have spell to identify.
Oh yeah, you want me to use that?
Oh yes,
Is
please.
it magical?
It is magical.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, it make my eyes all glowy.
What about that doll that you picked up?
Oh, I don't want to speak about that thing. It's not being friendly with Bali.
Hey, what was the tavern thing that we got caught? Where we got caught?
The fucking the raven something.
I'll do it as a ritual.
The Raven's Perch.
The
Raven's
Perch, that
Perch.
one.
The warden's not going to be happy about this.
Takes a minute.
Okay. So DeWitt takes your helmet and pulls his pearl out and holds it to his forehead as he holds the helmet out in front of him, and there's a brief glow.
Can you do multiple items at once?
No, but it only takes like a minute.
Do you want to just spend some time? I mean, you've got how many that you need to identify? 5?
We've
A
got
pair of dice, the key, the tankard,
yeah.
his helmet.
And the staff. The lance.
Oh yeah, the lance.
Oh, the lance.
Oh yeah,
The
this
half
thing.
lance.
Okay.
That looks fun.
Okay.
Well, I feel like shit.
So you take
Yeah. Wait, did his
have
maximum
a
hit
right?
points go back up?
Yes.
Okay, dope.
Okay, I don't feel like
I
shit.
almost forgot to ask.
I feel great.
The night's rest, definitely, you have recovered. You're feeling better.
Okay.
So you take 10 minutes to kind of pass through each item that you all picked up with this pearl. The helmet that Tail has is called the Dread Helm.
Oh,
It
cool.
literally just makes your eyes glow when you wear it.
Awesome.
Wait, does that
That's kind
give
of best case scenario.
Yeah, I was really worried it was gonna start like mind controlling him or some shit.
does that give a plus to intimidation at all?
Nope.
Damn it.
That's stupid.
Does it do anything for AC?
Nope.
Dope.
It's just cool.
The dice are called Charlatan's dice.
That's
Whenever
what-
you roll these dice, this six-sided dice, you can decide which number it rolls.
Danny.
It does require attunement.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Wait, and I have two. Wait. Okay.
What else? You guys had there's
The
a
magical
key.
tankard and the key
Tankard.
and the lance
So the key
and the doll.
has a 5% chance of unlocking any lock it's inserted into, and once it unlocks that, the key is destroyed. It disappears.
Oh, thank God we didn't. Thank God it didn't work.
Oh, so we should use it on some cool shit.
that to happen. I was like,
Yeah, we tried like 3 doors with that, didn't we?
That
Yeah.
would be fucking hilarious.
the tankard. It's called the tankard of sobriety. You can drink ale, wine, or any other non-magical alcohol beverage poured into it without becoming inebriated.
I'd
It
like
has
to
no
keep
effect
that.
on magical liquids or harmful substances such as poisons.
I'd like to keep that.
Okay.
Wow, that's amazing.
And what was the last one?
So it's
the
is
doll.
It called
The doll.
The doll and the
And the
lance.
lance.
And the lance.
Half lance.
Right.
Is it called
The
the
lance is in a different place.
Odul?
What did that fucking doll say? Oh, it was like
The warden's not going to be happy about this.
Warden's not gonna be happy. And then-
I'm gonna do that
Kill
for
you.
You guys are gonna like this one.
Wait, what was that key called?
None of your
Did it have a
business,
special name?
motherfucker.
Mystery key.
Mystery key?
Yep. Where'd it go?
5%.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Oh,
The 1/20th key.
this one requires attunement. It's just called the talking doll. While the stuffed doll is within 5 feet of you, you can spend a short rest telling it to say up to 6 phrases, none of which can be more than 6 words long, and a set condition under which the doll speaks each phrase. So you can also replace old phrases with new ones. Whatever condition, it must occur within 5 feet of the doll to make it speak. For example, everything that happened with you guys.
That is
was the
literally
warden
so
setting up
fucking
the doll
cool.
to fuck with people if they tried to take
That
things
is
from her.
literally so cool.
I
Does
do
it mean
have
like,
it.
do you want to be friends?
How'd you know?
6 words, baby.
So
The lance.
That's it.
The flance. The half lance.
basically, just because it was fun, it was set to say I wouldn't do that if someone came near it, and it was set to say, "Of course, you idiot," if someone asked if it was alive. It was supposed to say the warden's not going to be happy if you touch the doll, and none of your fucking business if asked its name, and then where's my knife if picked up, and I'm going to end you if taken out of the room.
So we have 5 of those 6
Nice.
things. Beautiful.
Yeah.
That is so great.
The lance is what is called a death lance.
That's Vlad's.
Wow.
No, you don't. You'll never
You
use
can't
it.
even use it properly.
Yeah, the only person who can use it is Vlad.
Actually,
Maybe.
Tail can.
Oh, but would you trade
Maybe
your
it's out
weapon
here.
for it? That's what I thought.
Can
Can you attune to a different weapon that will come back to you? Or does it have to be the weapon that you make?
No, it can be any.
What was it?
Oh.
It has
So
to
it's
have
a
a
little
throne.
bit like a
What
hex
kind is it?
blade.
It has to have
cabinet.
a thrown property though for it to teleport back.
You can throw lances.
Does
Yeah.
it have a throne property on the thing?
I have
would
no idea.
assume so.
I don't know. Does it have a throne property?
I can throw glances, that's for
I
sure.
don't believe it is a thrown weapon.
Yeah, I didn't think
Okay,
so.
so
Wait.
Tail doesn't want it.
So,
That doll is literally the coolest thing we've ever found. That's so funny.
I still have those dice, dude.
Dude, those,
okay, so it
those
does.
are awesome, coolest fucking.
It does
Those dice are light.
1d6 piercing damage, and also 4d8 necrotic damage on a hit. and the target's hit point maximum is reduced to amount equal to the necrotic damage it takes. The reduction lasts until the target finishes a long rest, and the target dies if its hit point maximum is reduced to 0.
So 4d8.
Correct. Necrotic.
So that's why is because
I
of
think
her
I actually
weapon,
made a
not-
card for it.
Well, it was one of his spells also did necromantic magic that also reduced his hit point maximum. There's multiple spells that do that.
What was the spell
But
We can cut that too.
cut the tape. Cut the tape.
We'll have to do a bunch this episode. That's okay.
That's so cool.
What spell did
Buddy-
she use on Valad again?
You're not sure?
Oh, right. None of us could identify it.
Nope. Okay.
Hey, Letty.
So you identify all these. What would you? Anything else? What are you guys doing?
Oh, I want to tell Tail that the helmet is incredibly powerful.
I can feel it.
Yeah.
I can sense it.
It is
You feel
beyond
the
my
power?
comprehension.
Okay. I shall keep it on just in case, and when I need it, it will protect me.
It
Feel
will.
the friendship
Yeah. It actually, I
flow
think
through
it
you.
does something with protection and shields
Oh,
and stuff.
cool.
Feel the
I'm just
power
kidding.
from-
It just makes your eyes glow.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
It's cool though.
Yeah, it is
like
good.
that.
I shall keep it on.
Yeah. Do it. It's a mighty crown.
Yeah.
All right. And then I'll
Oh,
relay
let's
the
go.
information about every other one.
Okay.
Go to the surface.
Yeah. I think so.
Where do we start?
Well, maybe we should say goodbye.
Oh, yeah. To who?
Yeah, who are we saying goodbye to?
To Leah,
Yeah,
we need to go
and we also
see
need
her.
to find Ludus because Ludus is the only person that she knows of that might know a way to the surface.
Mm.
I'll go find Liev.
I'll go find Ludus.
Okay. So you make your separate ways off to gather your way to head back to the surface from which you were taken. And we will take our break there tonight a little earlier than usual, but it's the perfect place to kind of set up where we are going to go. So we will be right back.
Break.
Okay. And we're back after a weird delay. That was odd. Anyway, so you all, after some deliberation, have decided that you wish to make your way back to the surface. Liev has told you that she has some utilities to help get you out, that being a guide in the form of Ludus, the Yuan-Ti pureblood that you have met amongst the ranks of the rebel group. And we pick up there as Nyx has gone to find Ludus, right? Or did you go to find Liev?
I went to find Leah.
I went to
Okay.
go find Ludus.
That's right. Okay. So Nyx, you make your way to the war room, and she's there speaking with that Duragar that you had seen with the metal, basically metal, the android in a sense, or not android, cyborg.
The one that hates me?
No, this is the one that has like the
Right. The mech,
the
basically.
mech built around him, essentially. Yeah,
The one that we asked some really personal
Theron
questions.
Doomfist. Yeah.
Wait, this is my first time seeing this guy, right?
You didn't go with it, it was just Nyx.
It's just next one. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
Thank God.
So you walk in and you can hear them at discussion around that table that has the map around them, and you approach and Liev turns and says, I suppose you have come to give us your answer then.
Yeah, we are going to head out. So I was set to come get you.
Very well, I'd hoped this was not going to be the case, but I do understand this is not your fight, and we cannot ask you to do more than you have done. We do appreciate everything you have done for us.
We just were doing something else for somebody else, and we wound up here, so we have to go take care of that first, but
Well, truly, I
maybe
do
we can
understand.
check in and see what we can do or whatever.
Yes, that if that is something you can do, then we would appreciate that as well. But I cannot ask any more than you have done, and we are grateful. I have spoken to Ludus, and he is willing to guide you the best he can. He knows a little bit of the routes that were taken and are taken by the Yuan-Ti. They are mostly the ones who leave the city and under patrols.
Okay.
So if anyone can help you find your way out, it is him.
All right. Good to know. Quick question. Do you have any means to send magical messages to people? Or do you have anybody here that can do that for you?
I'm sure that's a possibility. I have not taken stock of all the magical abilities that are possessed, or if any, how many.
Well, if I might ask, if you do hear any news of what the Sprockets might be up to, if you hear anything along that thread, would you mind letting me know if you are able to do so?
If I'm able to, I will keep my ears to the ground
Okay.
in this matter, yes.
I would appreciate it. So, all right. Is there anything else that you can recommend for our way out of here? Any kind of creatures to look out for or anything?
Well, outside of the cities, there are many creatures that roam the underdark, as I'm sure you're aware,
Yes, I'm aware.
and things that you hope not to cross, and I would just, well, do your best to stay alive if you do come across them. There's not much advice I can give you once you leave the bounds of the city. There's not much in form of protection.
All right. Well, we are going to head off. Do you want to come say farewell, or are you good?
I will stop in and thank everyone, yes.
Okay.
I will go make sure Ludus has made his preparations and bring him along.
All right. I'll head back.
All right?
Also, I want to tuck my bat inside my coat pocket of my cloak.
Okay.
I've been petting her the whole time, trying to find bugs to give her.
Make one more animal handling check.
Just ready to lose your bat.
Oh god, crit fail.
How to lose your bat?
Natural 20.
This is bullshit.
Yeah. At this point, this bat has accepted that you are a viable source of food and comfort and shelter, and she allows you to place her into your vest pocket and just sits there, head kind of up
That is literally the cutest thing.
Oh,
I've
she's
ever
hanging
heard.
upside down. For sure.
in your pocket.
Well, I don't know. Well, maybe we'll come back to that.
Okay.
You just have to make yourself. You're like, can I interest you in any bets?
You just see a bunch of
And then I'll just, when I tuck her away, I'll be like, you'll be safe here, little one. And then I'll head back to the room.
That's gonna be a part of your character portrait now.
Okay, please.
Okay.
Yeah, but then it ends up dying next session.
Nick's just gonna
All right,
take a bad fall.
Nimue, you make your way to go find Ludus. Where are you going? You aren't quite sure.
Well, he said something about the kitchens, so I'm gonna go to the kitchens.
Okay. So you make your way looking for make an investigation check to look for the
I'm
kitchens.
not very good at those. Ooh, that's 8.
You look through a few of the corridors and the rooms as you walk around and can't quite find the kitchens.
Said something about kitchens. I'm like, all right. Well, I mean, I guess I'll just go back to the party and be like, couldn't find him. So,
Okay.
Yeah, us either.
oh shit.
Let's go to the front.
Yeah, that's probably a good. Well, I mean, we need
Well-
to wait for Nyx.
Oh, yeah. Well, am I getting back by this time?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, look, there she is.
Hey, yeah, Liev said that she's going to find Ludus and come meet us to say farewell.
Oh, all right.
Oh, that sounds good to me.
Here?
I guess so.
Okay, cool.
She knows where. This is where we hang out.
Hey, what's up, Kaya?
You've been awfully quiet.
This is only slightly.
I've just been thinking about a lot of things. So.
Stuff and things. You know.
Oh, what
British
are
now?
you thinking about? I've been thinking about things too.
Copper for your thoughts.
Copper for your thought.
Oh, just what happened down there to me. I don't know about.
How do you get down there? I don't think I asked.
No. I was trying to. Well, I was just making my way downtown.
Were you walking fast?
And I
Were you homebound?
no.
So faces past.
Yeah. No, I was captured by this woman and
What woman?
What's her name? Terry. Terry Crews.
It was Terry Crews. How did you know?
Asutali.
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews starring.
yeah, it was. Yeah, it was Asutali.
Oh, so what links did you have to her? How long had you been down here?
She captured me too.
I don't know how long I've been down here, but I don't know.
It's kind of hard to tell time when you're down here.
Yeah,
That's why I hate it.
I have no idea how much time has passed.
Well, what were you doing that made you a target to Asutali? And why is it that we see you in Deadcan, and then you somehow come across the same woman that we are in the midst of battling, and we find you down here as well?
Oh, are you following us?
No.
Sorry, but we're Talented 7, not Talented 8, so... It just does not flow as well.
Okay.
Yeah, if that doesn't make sense,
I
you
just-
don't have to be worried about it.
Okay. I had questions for her, and
Same.
she tricked me.
Same.
Yeah, us too.
What were you doing in Whitehorn?
Following tracks of a mission I'm on.
She's probably like a step ahead of us or something. But not anymore.
Who, Kaya or Asutali?
Yes. yeah. Both of them.
Done again, but
She just
Now
stepped with the
that-
wind in front of us.
I've met with yous like twice now. I kind of feel like our destinies have intertwined.
Oh, you can think that, but okay.
I don't know.
Until your name is in his book.
I've met a lot of people twice.
I don't know. It kind of seems to be that way.
Oh yeah,
Because
Irfan,
the
are you
same
sure
things just
she's not
keep
the person you were looking
happening
for?
to us.
Yeah, she is not the one.
Seems like
Do you have other family members with same hair as you?
no,
Friends that have same hair as you?
no.
Are you part of a
I
weird
don't
cult?
know of anyone with the same hair as me.
Did you look different about a couple years ago or something?
Has your hair always been like that?
No,
Oh, what happened?
that's a story for another day.
Oh, so tomorrow. Okay.
We'll see.
Tomorrow I will cast out the truth. And it won't work again.
I
It
just
did work on
I'm
her,
not.
but she
That's
wasn't
true, but
here.
she wasn't here, so I wasn't going to ask her any questions.
I'm just not ready to share my story with anyone yet.
But you must see how odd this looks to us.
Oh, I understand completely, but
Oh yeah, you look so odd. I don't know.
I mean,
Well, Tail, to be fair, we
you've
all look
got
a little
few
odd.
looking.
I don't think that there's one
people
normal
in
looking.
this
Oh, wait,
group,
no,
but-
DeWitt looks fairly normal. But
Yeah.
other than that,
Yeah, I'm normal.
What are you
I
talking
don't know. I
about?
kind of
I'm a
have
completely
the
normal
same
human.
skin tone as Nyx. A little bit. Just a wee bit.
You're gray.
Only when you are in the shadows, though.
Which you can definitely notice now as the shadows dance from the torchlight around the room that you're in.
Kind of a weird thing.
Yeah, I still haven't quite figured it out yet. So.
You are one weird person.
Yeah.
I, like scratch my wrist, and then just look at the sky, or the ceiling, and then pet my little bat. Just open it up and pet my little bat.
Is that a thing now?
Yeah, I'm gonna pet my little bat.
Okay.
Is Liev
I'm
here?
gonna look aloof.
Pat the bat.
Can I?
Pet my bat.
Where's that person we're waiting for?
Can I?
Yeah,
So
where's
Lorenzo,
Ludicrous?
Tag along
Oh,
with
yeah.
you guys to get out of here.
Where is
Abby?
Lorenzo?
Well,
We should
as long
take
as you
him
promise
with
not to
us.
murder any of us in our sleep.
I don't think she will do that. But
No.
we could probably use all the help we can get getting out of here.
That's
Yeah.
probably true. There's
Speaking of
probably a
help,
lot of
where's
danger
Lorenzo?
getting up.
Where is our friend?
Lorenzo's right here.
Is
he
he
came
here?
with us.
Hello, Lorenzo.
He is not in the room with you. You
That's
guys
what I
have
thought.
not gotten Lorenzo. He has not been with you this entire time.
I thought he was with us. Why
you
would he
asked
stay in
me
the
that
same
before
room?
the break, and I
Yeah.
said he's not in the room, and you guys
Did
have
I?
not gotten him.
Okay, we need to get Lorenzo.
Let's get
At this
Lorenzo.
point, Liev and Ludus walk into the room. Liev says, I pardon my interruption. I have gathered Ludus, and I just wanted to thank all of you one more time before you
Oh, you're
depart.
welcome.
It is our pleasure. Last thing though, our other friend Lorenzo was here. Do you know where he was staying?
Yes, the other human was brought here. He is... I thought you had been to visit him. He's not in as great of shape as you would think.
Oh.
Um,
Oh, no.
God, we keep the
Uh-oh.
God, I thought he was with us this whole time, honestly.
No.
Like
You guys have asked me multiple times
Yeah, I
now.
heard you.
I don't remember that.
Okay, let
I
us...
do not recall.
Where is he staying at?
He is a few doors down.
I was saying he's 3 doors
This-
down.
That way or this way?
Kryptonite. Yeah.
Okay, we should go see him.
All right,
Let's go see him.
of course.
Right now, Lorenzo's.
I mean, we're not going to leave without him.
If you wish to take him with, that might slow your movement a bit. He's I wouldn't say quite inept for traveling at the moment, but let me take you and I will show you. And she walks with you
Okay.
to the other room, and you walk in and you can see there's a female drow just in plain like common clothes who's like knelt over and dabbing Lorenzo's head. Sees you walk in and gives Liev a nod, and Liev just says, if you wouldn't mind. And she nods and stands up and walks out. And you get closer and you can see in the chaos of getting here the night before and getting out of the prison, you didn't quite notice that Lorenzo is pale. He looks sickly. And when you approach, he sees you all and just says, oh, my friends, it's so wonderful to see you all. I heard that we might be leaving this place, but it might be a bit difficult for me. And he moves the sheet that's covering him, and you can see he's not wearing a shirt because there are spots on his chest that have started to turn to scale. There are serpent scales starting to spread down his middle torso and down.
Yeah, I figured.
And the flesh is like, it's pale, but it's also tender and raw around those areas. Like the flesh that had been there basically peeled off and fell off and was replaced by these scales, almost like it molted and shedded and replaced itself with scales. And he's wearing pants, and he says, I would show you the rest, but I don't really wish to boast.
Oh, you have a snake in your pants now too?
It would appear that way, yes.
There's a snake in my.
I am having a bit of trouble moving around. I can definitely go with you and would prefer to, but well, I don't feel that great. Let's put it that way. So if you have a way I would very much enjoy to leave as soon as possible.
Okay,
Can you get rid of that scale thingy?
I don't know if I can get rid of it, but I might be able to heal the spots where it's coming from, but that might be something that you live with for the rest of your life. I've never seen anything like this, but
Liev interjects as you're talking, says, we have. Unfortunately, this is part of the process of humanoids, especially humans who are brought to the prisons themselves. You see, the Yuan Ti, part of their rise to power and the reason they were so successful in what they have done is they're captured prisoners they're able to transform into creatures like themselves that follow their whim. And it's a long and painful process. They involves the consumption of this elixir that they produce.
Wait, does that mean I'm going to turn into snake person?
it seems to be a process.
It's a process, and usually it would show by now.
I just start lifting up.
I'm surprised neither of you were subjected to this bit of torture while you were within the prison.
Well, they gave me a liquid, and it didn't work too well on me. I think that was the source of death.
Well,
They
now you
produced
see
it or
what
something.
might have happened to you had that been the case.
Do you know of any way to stop it or reverse it?
Unfortunately, there's no way that we know of. This is a change, a disfigurement to their physiology that goes down to their very base of their person, their form. There's no magic that we've discovered that can reverse.
Does it affect their mind?
Eventually it does. Eventually it takes their mind and they turn into a lifeless,
Is that
order-following Hulk.
Bless you.
is that if they continue the process, but will
Yes, if the process is continued.
so since it has been stopped for Lorenzo, that won't be the case,
He
right?
possesses his mind. I'm not I've never seen one pulled from the midst of this process before. I'm not sure. This is new to us, but it is not a disease. It is not a spell or an effect. This is a change based on something they have created, and they may know more. But short of getting the information from the Yuan Ti themselves, I can't tell you I know a way to reverse this.
Well, maybe, we can't leave you here, Lorenzo.
Well, I would appreciate if you did not. I have things to attend to within Whitehorn, and well, I have to be honest. And no offense, and he says this to Liev, and he says the Drow women are beautiful, but I prefer more surface tastes, if you know what I mean.
That does sound offensive. But
Well,
You
we
probably
can
miss
still take it to the surface.
You probably miss Ebriarian, do you not?
Yeah, she's wonderful, yes.
The librarian.
Can you walk, or should we find a
Well,
cart or
let
something?
me spend some time first. And I'll go, I'm gonna just expend every spell slot I have on Cure Wounds and just get everywhere that I can
Okay.
to
you
help
do
him.
this,
But I'm
how
gonna be
many
like,
do you
I'm just gonna
have?
ask everybody else to leave the room, and I'm
Okay.
gonna do it specifically on his legs mostly, so that way he can walk. Be like,
Okay.
I'm a doctor.
So
I've seen plenty of naked people. Don't worry about it.
you all are asked to leave.
Hey, do you want some help?
I mean, if you'd like.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I mean,
I'll help.
no, that's okay. Thank you, Taelin. But this is a medical room now, and I'm going to have to ask everybody who is not practiced in healing arts to leave.
Tail, why don't you come with me to show me that cool doll that you got?
Oh, it kind of creeps me out right now.
Well, that's okay. Maybe we can work on it together so that it doesn't creep you out anymore.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, Lorenzo, here's this doll I found, and I take it out of my bag and I show it to him.
That's very fucking creepy.
He doesn't need everybody
It's
out of the
warming
sick
up.
room
Oh, okay,
right
okay.
now.
Bye, Lorenzo.
I
Okay.
leave.
See you, Liam. The two of you, Lorenzo just looks to you, Nimue, and says, "Okay, well, do whatever you can. I'm going to look away. I'd prefer not to see it."
That
And
is
he
fair.
takes his pants down. You can see that the scales spread from mid torso they spread down and get thicker as they go to the legs, and his legs are like, it is like all scaled down. His feet have started to transform themselves into like these they do have claws, but they're more expanded and like webbed appendages, like a serpent's or like a lizard's foot. The toes have elongated. His lower torso is all scale.
Oh yeah, like the legs on a snake, right? Yeah.
Yeah, snake legs.
Yeah.
Snags, as I like to call them.
He's a snake.
It's a snake with some snags.
Do it. You start to realize that this is what would have happened to you, if not worse, had you continued to be fed and failed at confronting that liquid that was being fed to you within the prison.
Yeah. I definitely do realize that.
Big oof.
Yep.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm going to do everything I can. And while we travel, I can continue to help heal this. But there's no possible way, I think, for me to be able to reverse this. But we can preserve where you're at right now. And you can still live a normal life.
I'm going to try not to think about it at the moment. So,
as a doctor, I'm legally required to tell you that.
It's called a hippopotamus oath or something.
Very well. So how many spell slots and what level? What are
I
you?
have 4 first and 3 second.
And you're expanding all of them on Cure Wounds.
I'll do as many as it seems to be able to, like, for him to be able to walk and travel.
So that's like an 8th level spell, Cure Wounds. The mouth checks
And I want to
out.
sing a song while she does this.
Okay.
I'm going to say, this is, I wrote this song as an experience of what I experienced in the torture room too.
Oh God.
So hopefully it helps you in your healing. All right, and I start drumming and I go, I miss you, miss you. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight. I have nobody and this sucks. This sick, strange snake woman comes slithering, so haunting every time. And as I stared, I counted the holes from all the rot grubs biting me and eating my insides. Like my decision to leave you and hear my voice of treason. Can I come home and stop this pain tonight? Stop this pain tonight.
Oh, damn.
Top 5. Beautiful.
I'll say with that,
Are you feeling
Lorenzo
okay?
is looking everywhere but
I'm
his
not.
legs as you're doing this, but he's like bobbing along with your beat, your song. You expend half of your first level slots and 1 second level slot before Lorenzo is like, no, that actually feels quite better. It doesn't hurt. And you can see that the tender, like, fleshy areas around the edge of the scales has calmed down. It's lessened. There's not as much of a agitated state to it. He says, I'm not sure if I can walk. I can try. I've seen what happened to my feet, and I'm not sure if they are going to be easy to learn how to do that with, but I'm willing to try, and maybe with the help of somebody that I think we can do this.
Yeah.
Perfect. Can I tell if I keep on doing this like every day, if it'll like get better in any sort of sense? It probably won't get rid of it, but like from my medical history.
Roll a medicine check.
Natural 20, so 27.
Nice. It definitely won't get better. It's not something with your knowledge that you know how to heal. This is something you've never come across before. And just inspecting it and doing what you have, it's like Liev said, this does not look like a disease or an ailment. This is like where the skin ends and the scale begins. It's Lorenzo. It's his body. Like this is I guess this is him now.
Yeah.
This is me now.
It can get better. If you were to do this, you can help the pain because he seems to be hiding an excruciating amount of pain. I mean,
In my herbalism kit, do I have any like things that I could like make painkillers out of, basically?
Do you have some ibuprofen or something?
Roll a nature check.
I'm not good at those. That's not bad.
All right.
13.
13. Nothing specifically that you feel you could make a painkiller out of. There's some stuff that you feel you could make a salve that's almost like lidocaine-esque, where it might numb the area for a little bit. But other than that, there's not really much you can gather about what you possess.
Okay. Then what I'll do is, if I could like mix some of like what I can make out of lidocaine, mix it in some water, put cloth in it, and then wrap it around like the sorest areas that are going to cause them the most problems.
So you take some time to do this, and as you do, I mean, when you finish, Lorenzo he's sitting up. He says, this feels a lot better. Thank you. I think this will help on the journey. I can't say I will be of much use if we are to get in the shit, as you might say, but I feel plenty better. Thank you, Nimue.
It's just no problem.
I will somehow repay you when we get back to the city and fix all this shit that we have found ourselves in.
It's honestly not necessary. I'm happy to do it. It's been a long time since I've been able to actually feel like I'm healing somebody and helping somebody.
Well, it is appreciated on my end.
Of course.
Okay.
We should get going if you're feeling up to it.
It is worth a shot. And he turns, his legs go over the edge of the bed, and he tries to stand up off of the bed.
But I mean, I'm gonna help him. I'm gonna like put an arm under him.
You lift him and help him stand, and he's wobbly, and you let go of his arm, and he goes to take a step and like stumbles, and you have to catch him. He says, I think these are going to take a little bit more to get used to than I originally thought, but with some time, I may get used to being a lizard man.
Yes, I'm so sorry for what happened to you. And
really, it is not your fault. I had these sneaking suspicions of Asutali for some time, and me being me, I would have gotten myself into trouble and brought down here without you all there to help me the way you have.
Yes, at least it didn't get any worse.
If it's any indication to me with your friendship with Alar, I understand why he trusts you. And I trust you all the same. So, enough chit-chat and emotions. I care not for them now. Let's go.
Let's go. And I'll help him walk.
Yeah, I will too.
So he
Hey, we can talk to Alar again today, right?
No.
Oh, was that all?
That's today. It's still the same day.
Oh God.
You guys were gonna stay, but you didn't. You chose to leave now.
Christ. All right.
So,
Wait, you said
three-
2 first level and 1 second level is what I used,
Yep.
right? Okay.
So you two make your way back to the room that you have all gathered in. Ludus, you are now with everybody, supplies packed, ready for this journey to guide them.
They all know that I'm going, and they've all accepted that.
I don't know. Do you all accept that? You know that he's going. Is that something that you...
It's our best opportunity.
Yeah. Nyx is cool with it.
I mean, I'm going to keep an eye on you, but...
Another blue person.
Yes, I'm racking them up.
It's army time, baby.
They're blue Dappa-D.
Yeah.
Not even that blue.
I don't have any arguments.
Okay, then let us go.
Okay. So is there anything else within this camp that you all would like to do before you set out on your way?
How long does it take to attune to something?
Overnight.
Yeah. Okay. Nope.
I think
Okay.
we're all good.
All right. So you make your way down the pathway, Ludus essentially leading you out. As you walk through that common area, there's still a bunch of people sitting around feasting on the food that you created, Nimue, and all of them turn and look to you. And there's not this raucous applause or ruckus, but people turn and they nod to you, and it's a genuine like. There's thanks. There's just there's genuine gratefulness for what you have done, even the small deeds that you have for these people who seem to be struggling with very little right now. You all make your way past the stream and through the illusion of the giant boulder and find yourselves in a tunnel that you've previously passed through a couple times. Ludus, the knowledge that you possess from your time within the Empire itself, you know that they have patrols that extend outside of the city and around, looking for the rebels, looking for anything, encroaching on their borders that is not welcome. And you know that sometimes these patrols stumble upon something. And before you were basically about to be sentenced to go to the labor camps, you had heard rumblings of within the Yuan Ti that there was some way that was found to the surface. Probably about a day, 2 days travel from where you are, some way back to the ground that your people have sought to reclaim for hundreds of years. And you start leading them to the right, instead of the left towards Chor Sundreth, you start going to the right, back into the wild unknown of the Underdark.
And it's just a bunch of tunnels.
There's tunnels, but there's also caverns. You know right now that you are headed for a large open cavern that is full of towering mushrooms the size of trees. This fungal forest, essentially. You must make your way through there. Yes. You have to make your way through there to get possibly to where this entrance to the surface was found. That's all you've heard, is that it was through the forest. That's all you really have to go on, but you're their best hope.
Your only hope.
Obi-Wan.
So, you all start out making your way downtown.
We'll go slow because of Lorenzo, but also because I think that we should be stealthy.
Lorenzo tries to walk himself a couple times and stumbles pretty bad. And it's eventually you realize you need to help him.
No, I'm definitely going to help him.
Oh, yeah, I'm helping him too.
Yeah, we'll make sure that he doesn't fall behind or anything like that. In fact, we'll keep him in the middle of the group.
I mean, Velad could carry him.
Let's not let him keep his pride.
You know that the forest is, it's about a half a day's journey away from where you are now. Is there any roleplay dialogue stuff that you guys would like to talk to each other about on your way there, or do you want to just skip to the forest?
Well, I want to be on the lookout for, obviously, other like gods and things like that, other Yuan-Ti who are not Ludus. But while I'm doing that, I'd like to keep a lookout for like underground herbs, things of use, anything like that. So.
Okay. I would say make a perception check to keep an eye out for patrols.
Can I help her keep an eye out for patrols?
Yeah, so you can make it with advantage.
Fuck yeah, because that was a natural one, and then that was not that great either, but 15.
Roll an investigation check for herbs.
Can I help with the herbs?
Sure.
14 for herbs, 15 for perception, 14 for investigation.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can see 120 feet in the dark.
Oh, right. That reminds me. Can I have my night vision goggles back, please?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
You said 14 with advantage for your investigation?
Yeah.
This shit again.
Why was I? I should never do this.
I hate this music.
At least it's not like the spaceship.
It might.
The alien.
We're in a dark place. It's kind of fitting. I kind of like it.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's creepy. Just gets under your fucking skin.
I want to listen to happy music while we're about to die.
Like happy skipping. We're all skipping through the Underdark, like cha la la la. Where are you? Twitch, shut the fuck up.
I think that's one of my favorites because I got that one.
Because you understand.
Wait, Ben, is your name DeWitt?
DeWitt.
DeWitt.
Do it, do it.
Do it.
DeWitt.
I thought it was Do It, and then I thought it was like a Palpatine thing.
Do it. I'm going to sing a song for you all now.
No, he is the wit of the group.
He's like the least charismatic bard.
Yeah.
His next song is him just singing the entirety.
Thank you, have the
It's just the Imperial March. Just do
Yeah.
do 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 do.
Copyright.
Wait.
Shit.
Wait, are you ready?
We need
Oh, I see. So we're all just gonna acapella the Imperial March.
We should probably cut that out. That's probably like gonna be
no.
Copyrighted.
immediately.
We'll be sued by Disney pretty soon.
Immediately.
We're getting sued right now.
You pass plenty of plants and stuff that you're unaware of. You're not sure what they could do. You do come across. You wouldn't use that one. Oh. Actually, nothing that you. I mean, there's a lot of mushrooms and things like that, but there's nothing quite that looks familiar to you with your training and the kits that you possess to use, because all of those things were a DC 15.
Rip.
Damn.
Rip me.
So,
Like,
as for
I don't know
herbs,
shit
it's
about
all
the
very
underdog.
it's all very foreign. Nothing looks like what you have been trained to come across and use in your kits. I'll keep your perception check in mind for a moment. Is there anything else you all would like to do as you travel through the darkness? You wind through caves that some of them grow small and constrict, and you have to go single file, and then some of them open up as large as like 30 feet wide and larger. There are large caverns that open up, and all of these with stalactites, stalagmites, some of them with glowing gems on the ceiling themselves. Not glowing, but as are you using your drift globe, or
Should I be using my drift globe?
I don't think so. I
No.
think that we'd like to
No.
be stealthy. We have somebody who's not up to you.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, then it's more, there those of you with dark vision, as you pass by some of these stalactites and stalagmites, you can see the sheen of gems embedded within. There are, everyone make a separate perception check based, not with what you did for the
a
patrols.
separate one.
I
Okay.
have a question.
Am I at disadvantage?
Do those
Yes, all of you without dark vision are at disadvantage.
do those gems
Ooh,
look
nice.
familiar to me?
It's cocked.
Make. I would like you, Kaya, and Nyx to both make, let's call it nature checks.
Also,
Boy.
can we just keep in mind that I've got that devil's sight?
Yeah.
So you
120
can
feet.
see
Sure.
far out.
Like I said, those without dark
Like,
vision roll
I
a
also want to
disadvantage.
be like keeping out for like cool other stones, bones, rocks, and random shit like that.
Okay, hold on. We'll get to that. Never
Stone,
mind.
bones, rocks, and
Perception
random
checks. Perception checks for what I just asked.
For me and Kaya.
Let's do that one first.
So my nature was 16.
Okay.
Mine was 15.
15. These gems that you pass, the both of you, they look familiar, unrefined, not something that you have quite come across before, Kaya. They look familiar, but they're not refined in the way that you've seen Nyx. These gems look familiar. There's not as many or as clustered and condensed as you have seen before.
As I've seen these very ones before,
Mhm.
as I've walked this tunnel before.
Not this tunnel. These gems, though.
Walk a lonely road.
The only gems that I have ever.
Are these gems super cool?
Nyx just
You're not gonna be able to get them
sighs.
out.
Are they cool?
Okay,
good
perception
enough?
checks that I asked for.
6.
6? Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.
23.
9.
I forgot. That'll be an 11.
12.
19.
16.
Okay, so those of you with 15 or above, I would like a consecutive nature check from you.
Not very good at those. That's cocked.
17.
Okay.
17.
Just say 17.
10.
7.
Perfect.
Oh, what, 7?
Okay. So basically, the two of you with the 17s, 15 or above, you notice these some of these tunnels that you pass, the ones that shrink down and kind of constrict. You end up close to the walls on these, and as
Oh god, is there lava?
as you feel your way, there's something about these tunnels feels unnatural. Like they seem
they're man-made.
carved. Yes. Not man-made, but made.
Snake made.
Okay, well, like, not.
Snade.
They seem carved by something. The rock almost seems like
badger moles.
There's no like rock and like natural jaggedness to the edges.
Oh,
They're
is
like
it-
smoothed, rounded tunnels that you come through.
Does it look like it's done with tools or.
No.
Fuck. I know what this is. Katrina knows what this is, but Nimue doesn't.
I'm sure a couple of you know what this is by now.
We've done this before. It's the tunneling horror.
It's the giant worm.
We got fuck. They gotta move their city somewhere else.
Ludus, did you roll those checks?
For perception?
Perception?
I did. Yeah, I did 12.
A 12?
Yeah.
Okay. Do either any of you point this?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I figured. Roll a nature check for me, Ludus. Or actually, just do a nature check.
13.
A 13. These seem very similar to tales that you've heard.
Tail?
Of creatures, massive creatures that exist outside of the city. That is the reason that a lot of people do not venture outside of the city's boundaries, is the cities having existed for as long as they have protections against these beings existing or making encroachments into the city. But you've heard tales of giant worm-like entities
So I'm
that
starting to get a little anxious and wary and
yes,
fidgety.
So once I am looking for herbs and stuff like that, and I don't find anything, I'm like, I don't know anything the fuck about the underdark. So instead, I'm going to focus my perception on the ground shaking or feeling like anything tunneling.
Like tunneling horrors.
I'll allow that based on your knowing that these tunnels are not natural.
Yeah, once I see that, I'm like, well, fuck that.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do as you travel through these winding tunnels? Ludus in the lead, seemingly confident about where he's going towards this
Seemingly.
fungal forest.
Hey,
I wanna-
it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You go.
I like the word seemingly because nothing is for certain.
Can you cast Zone of Silence on me so I can get some of these cool rocks? So I can break some of these
We
cool
need
rocks.
to keep
and
moving.
it will take just a second.
Yeah, sure.
Yay. Okay.
I cast it.
Okay. Then I'm gonna just smash a bunch of those cool rocks, then just stuff them in my bag.
Like the stalactites and or mites or the ground, right?
Stalagmites.
Yep.
Because unless I'm that tall.
C is for ceiling. G is for ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the giant war hammer that I use for forging and smash the rocks.
Okay.
Same thing.
So DeWitt, you reach out with your arcane abilities, and those of you with dark vision watch Tail step over to some of these stalagmites, and it's in complete silence, like you're watching a silent film as he walks up and just starts smashing into these, and you can see bits breaking off, but you hear nothing. It's just complete silence. Make sure you mark that spell slot off.
Yeah.
And you gather some of the gems, and a lot of them are, as you get these bits and pieces out, they're these thicker, like almost emerald, like foresty, dark green, shimmery gems. But it's the natural raw form of them. They're jagged and half still embedded in this stone. But we'll say
20,000 cool gems.
Yeah, no.
Definitely in the extreme hills.
It takes a while to chip away at them. How long does silence last? Silence isn't
10
very...
minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes. In the 10 minutes that you spend doing that and just hacking away at this rock, you probably get like three good pieces of gem.
That's a solid
Is
chunk you
Nyx
got.
wearing anything that has that sort of look on it?
Make a perception check.
Not good. 11.
Nyx is a gem.
Whoa.
No. She does not. She doesn't seem to be wearing anything.
Well, I was just wondering, like,
openly.
based on like past, like not like gems, Nyx, but like as in like past experiences with her. Is she wearing anything like that?
I don't believe so.
Nope.
Nothing of that nature. Nope.
Cool. Just on my dice bag. Okay, are you guys? Is everybody good? Can I do something?
Sure.
At some point, I want to sneak up to Kaya, and I want to like open. I want to try and like kind of like find her and nudge her so that we can kind of trail behind a little bit.
I wanted to be in the back of the group.
Oh, okay, then I would
So-
just kind of come find you, and I'll open my jacket or my cloak pocket, and I'll show you my little bat, and I'll be like, "Look at my new friend. I'm going to name her Flicker.
I
Isn't
love
she
that.
cute?
Flicker?
Yeah, she's so cute."
That's
And I'll
very
give her
cute.
like a little bug and then a little pat or something. So hey, I've been waiting for your return. I have some questions I want to ask, but let's have a little fun with it, shall we? Have you ever have you ever heard of the game Veracity or Challenge?
No.
All right. Well, the deal is Veracity, I get to ask you a question, and Challenge, I get to challenge you to do something.
Truth or dare?
And then
Okay.
you do one, I'll ask you first, and you decide, and then you can do it for me too. Does it sound
Aye.
fair?
Aye.
All right, Veracity or Challenge?
Veracity is truth. Challenge is dare.
Challenge.
Challenge? All right.
Challenge you to tell me the truth.
I challenge you to pick veracity.
I challenge you to show me that tattoo on your wrist. The one of that Ouroboros. I see you, White Serpent.
Shit.
What have I got myself into?
Oh, I forgot to mention, if you don't want to do the challenge, you owe me 50 gold.
I only have 10.
If I show you, do you promise to just keep it between us?
Of course.
You're making insight.
Take a picture.
Sure.
Hey, I'm asking the questions.
Oh shit! Oh, that works.
Danny, roll deception, please.
20 total.
19. But for that, I wouldn't be.
Mm-hmm. I know. Okay.
I'm telling the truth.
Okay,
I do promise.
Okay, then I will take the bandages on my arm by
Mhm.
my wrist and split them and show Nyx the tattoo of the.
Okay. You see on her wrist the tattoo of a white serpent, an Ouroboros, wrapping around, eating its own tail, as well as many scars that travel up her arms and into the robes and clothes that she is wearing.
I'll nod and then I'll pull the sleeve on my arm to reveal the same tattoo.
Oh man. Kaya did that in her head.
So it's your turn now.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Holy shit, there was plot.
I'll pull my sleeve back down.
Okay.
You get to ask me.
Well,
Veracity or challenge?
Well, thank you for showing me that.
Of course.
I don't think I've seen anyone else with that besides, you know.
Yeah. Well, I know you said, well, you ask me veracity or challenge, and then maybe we'll have a conversation.
Veracity or challenge?
Veracity.
I'm not prepared for this.
Oh, why do you suck?
No, not you. Ask that to Nyx.
Yeah. Nyx,
Can I have your bat?
Why are you short?
Why are you so pale?
I thought of the same thing.
Can't just ask someone whether pale.
what made you leave? What made you leave?
Why did I leave?
I
Because I'm looking for people.
bag. May
Well,
I ask who?
There's
do you
two of
have
them. There is. I don't know. I've seen it's a man. He can change his shape. And a younger gnome.
Do they have green and yellow eyes that kind of glow?
And she has a scar right here.
Above the eye.
Right here.
Do I hear this conversation?
Roll a perception check.
Talk a little bit louder.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Damn. We're about to connect some dots here.
That story intertwined. Fuck you, Seven.
Yes. This is revenge for you sneaking in on her conversation.
Damn.
Yes, you hear this conversation. Like you are walking ahead, and the second you hear that glowing eyes comment made, your ears perk up and you can hear everything that is being said.
Good.
I was wondering, what have your troubles with them been?
Well, they made me like this.
Really? How long ago?
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Mason, how long ago?
that happened with you?
About a week.
Everybody else at the table is like,
Yesterday. No.
11 days.
The biggest.
It's probably been a couple of years.
Okay. Couple years.
I'm sorry. But, you know,
you.
I look pretty cool, so
You
it's
do.
not a bad color on you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
What? May I ask what they did to you?
They took something from me. And I'm trying to get it back. I don't know if I can. But I'm trying to find them.
Me too.
That's why I had a thought that maybe we were of the same ilk. You know, attuned to the elements.
Aye.
So I was hoping that we could work together. I just want you to know that you have a friend in me and that you can trust me.
You've got a friend.
I can't do it.
Don't break the immersion.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna get fucked by Disney on this one.
So if you need anything, just let me know.
Oh, I will. And same to you. I don't I'm a wee skittish,
That's okay.
understandably, as I feel you would be.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
you've been around me long enough to probably figure that out.
Yeah. But I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
same
keep
goes
this.
for you.
Okay. Maybe keep this between us for now. Okay.
Aye.
I'll join the group.
Hey, Luda! You know any good songs? Hey, Ludus.
Yeah. I have a lisp now. I have a lisp.
It's developing.
Character development.
Do you know any good songs where you come from?
No.
Oh.
But I think you do.
Yeah?
Go. Thing. Thing.
Oh, you're terrible. That's terrible. You want to hear something?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Not too loud,
Alright.
okay?
Oh, yeah. Should I be singing?
No.
Just not very
We're
loud.
in cavern that can echo noise.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe once we get to surface.
Yeah. Good call.
All right.
Oh, my naked snake.
Sneaky snake.
Okay, is there anything else you guys would like to do?
I just want to be trying to carve some arrowheads out of the rest of the giant bone that I
God,
have.
not this shit.
Can I do that while I'm walking?
Mm,
No.
No, because you'd have to have like shards to be working on. I mean, it's yeah. Unfortunately,
then I do nothing.
Okay. So, anything else anyone wants to do?
Are we at the mushroom forest yet?
Not quite, but
Okay.
I can summon a familiar, right?
Yeah.
I would like to summon a familiar bat, so I could have kind of a talking point and a bonding point because I'm kind of an outcast with this group at the moment.
That'll get you in.
Okay. So you.
I'll try to
are you trying to do this secretly, or do you just like summon it?
Yeah. So it's like secretly, but I want. Yeah.
So make a sleight of hand check. That should be on your sheet. The sleight of hand skill. It should be under dexterity.
Not looking good. Fine.
So most of you, passive perception. Yeah, all of you passive perception. Ludus kind of in the lead. You watch him look back and forth and reach into his robes and like fumble with a small crystal and like hold it and mumble like an incantation to himself. And this little bat just appears on his shoulder.
That is so
Whoa!
Hey, Flicker can have a friend now.
Yeah.
Look it.
Where did he come from? Yeah. Oh, there you are.
Does he have?
We're all just gonna politely pretend that didn't happen.
There's no deception check needed.
He just fucking failed. Beautiful.
Oh, you can do magics?
This is bullshit.
No, this is my bat.
This fucking episode.
Isn't that magic?
Let's follow the stalagmite.
What's your bat's name?
Bat. No name.
Bat no name?
No, just no name.
No name?
Bat.
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 You have no name. Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Hey, man, you invited me here.
I'm glad you're here.
No regrets.
No regrets. I'm glad you're here.
No regrets. It's gonna be the new slogan of the Talented Seven.
The Talented Seven.
No regrets.
No regrets.
I'm happy you came to the table.
Kaya, 2 sessions, still not in. An hour in.
Ludus
Ludus is
part of the gang.
now we're in the town.
One of the group.
Talented 8.
The Talented 8 and Kaya.
Talented 7.
7 plus 2.
Yeah, Valley and Ludus. Okay, we continue on.
Can we? Does it look like this thing you said? Wait, you guys told us that thing came through, right? Does it look like this came through recently, or has this been here for a while? Can you tell?
I don't know much about the underdark.
It's recent. I know the tunnels.
Should we?
Do you come
Be
here pretty
proceeding-
often, or?
No. But we must be moving.
We are moving.
Should we be sneaky, or should we?
Yes.
He just keeps going until he makes the right noise.
I fell when I was a child. But faster.
Okay. Is that why you're an outcast? So no sneaking.
Just sneaking.
No,
I
yes,
cast Pass
sneaking.
Without Trace.
Okay.
All right, everybody roll stealth checks.
Are we at disadvantage because we're carrying Lorenzo?
Yeah, I would say so. The bats are definitely stealthy.
I'm already at disadvantage.
Natural
'cause of my new
one.
armor.
Wait, we're all at disadvantage?
So with the bonuses.
No, just these two because they are carrying
13.
Lorenzo.
Oh.
18.
36. Wait, this is with the pass without a trace, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 13.
34.
Fucking Christ.
Nice.
But it was still a natural one, correct?
Yep, it was still a natural
You
one.
know,
30.
Did you add plus 10?
Oh, did you roll for
Oh,
stealth
no, I
yet?
didn't. No, hold on. Yeah, thanks.
You got that
I
one.
thought you just put it somewhere here. That is a 15.
Plus whatever's on your sheet. Yeah, and then also because Russell cast pass without a trace, you
Yeah,
add a plus
10 as
10.
well.
Stealth, right?
You got 25.
31.
Okay.
I also got 31.
I got 30.
Oh, just because
Artie.
Pass Without Trace gives.
Going to be
plus stealth
Irish
to
from
your
here on out.
Irish.
Oh, okay, so yeah. So you were right with 15. I just had to.
Okay. So as you guys decide to quiet down and sneak a little ways for the rest of your journey, you crouch down and you round a bend, and all of those of you with dark vision, and even those of you without, there's a dull blue light that kind of illuminates this massive cavern that opens up from where you're at, and you can see just in front of you these massive mushrooms that extend up into the air the size of trees, these dull red, almost blood-colored mushrooms that extend up and around, and even the bases of them are coated in smaller mushrooms. There is like a weird, dull, like midnight blue lichen that seems to cover the ground in front of you and sprawl up almost like a moss up the sides of these mushrooms themselves and sprawl out in front of you. This is the fungal forest that you have led them to. And as you go to take your step in, Nimue holding Lorenzo, you go and not watching your footing, there's a rock and you trip and there's a and you fall into the pile of loose boulders into the ground in front of you. Lorenzo falls and hits the ground, and there's a loud, exasperated grunt from him as he falls from DeWitt's shoulder. And there's just a loud that echoes a ways into the fungal forest. that is utterly silent other than this noise.
Well, that's good.
Wait, just first things first. Didn't you say the mushroom forest is like 2 days away from where we were?
Mushroom Forest was half a day away. The possible way back to the surface was
2 days.
maybe
Okay.
2 days away. The fungal forest seems to expand, and Ludus, you know this. This fungal forest, this cavern, is massive. It might take you 2 days to span the length of this mushroom forest to get to where you're trying to go. So at this point,
is Lorenzo okay?
I'm gonna reach down and be like, Lorenzo, are you okay?
Lorenzo,
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm all right. It happens. Do not worry about it. I'm fine.
Sorry.
You help him back up and prop him up on both your shoulders. Do you guys, what do you want to do? You're at the edge of this fungal forest.
I want to take my Halo fragrance and put it around Lorenzo.
Okay, remind me what it does again.
It's
It makes it repels most small insects, and larger monstrous insects must make a Constitution saving throw or be unable to approach within 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, how much more time is left before we get tired? Am I able to gauge
You're
that?
starting to get there with having to take Lorenzo. The half a day's travel to this fungal forest has more extended, and with the side stops of Tail trying to get the gems and whatnot like this, it's turned more into like a quarter day. So it's
I
getting
won't do
around
it
to the
yet,
point
then.
of you can continue a little further, or you can set up a camp.
I won't do it yet then.
This is your choice.
Do we want to be inside of the forest?
Tiny hut.
I mean, obviously we're gonna use the tiny hut. Will 10 people fit in the tiny hut?
I'm about to check.
How long does Ben's potion last? Did he say?
I'm not using it yet.
Oh.
But it lasts a day.
Oh.
Yeah, we should use it in the morning.
9
I also have some.
people.
So you can't fit all of you within the tiny hut.
Well, maybe.
I'll sit
Good thing
one
it's
person
talented
outside.
8 plus Lorenzo. So
I mean, we can do 8 inside and then
2 on guard on the outside.
Two people during the shifts.
Yeah. Do we want to do that here or later? Should we keep going?
I mean,
Maybe we
it's
do it here in the tunnel. Or like right near the tunnel if we have to move quickly somewhere more enclosed. Or should we just keep moving?
I feel like
Well,
it's easier to spot us if we are
Seven is
in
really
the
good at finding
tunnel.
places to
Yeah.
stay.
So 7 can find
camp.
shelter.
I can cast that, yeah. Okay, I cast Wild Cunning and send spirits out. I believe they have a range of 120 feet to find
I thought it was 300.
suitable shelter. Oh, it's 120.
Okay. So you send out these. What is exactly the flavor of the? It's like nature's spirits that.
I can't remember if it says. I'll look it up right now.
Okay.
Make it birds or bats. Fit with
Just
the theme of
smaller
the campaign.
sevens that can fly.
So cute.
It just mocks him.
These spirits mock me.
Triggers himself.
Struggling there.
Yeah.
This isn't even a max.
It just has spirits of nature to aid you.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
All right. Then we will flavor it thus so. You extend your consciousness now out into the natural world around you, and there is a swarm of bats that drops from one of the mushroom tops and kind of hovers in front of you for a moment, and you take the sign as these are the nature spirits guiding you, and they it's like take off. You start following them. About 50 feet from you, you come to one of the mushroom trees that has fallen and collapsed over on itself, and the mushroom top kind of extends over, and there's a little bit of a covered, like, shelter-like area underneath where this tree has collapsed. and they flutter around this area, some of them clinging to the roof of it, guiding you and directing you to this is the shelter that you seek.
Cool. I tell everyone to follow me.
We follow.
So you all follow Seven through 50 feet from off of the path of where you had come in and see this same site, this large mushroom fungal tree that has collapsed and created this almost cavern-like area. The head and cap of this mushroom is so large, it almost defies everything that any of you have seen other than possibly Nyx. This thing is massive. It's probably like 40 feet in diameter, just tilted over to one side and creating a nice little covering for you all to make a camp under.
Okay. I set up my tiny hut.
Have I been in this forest before?
This one particularly, no. Okay.
And I color it to be like the color of the mushroom.
Okay, that like deep blood red. All right.
So it kind of blends in.
Easy enough, done.
Oh.
I like this color.
You watch DeWitt sit down and start rhythmically playing his drum, and there's this arcane kind of aura that starts to form above his head and then and expands and creates this blood red colored hut of energy around him.
Well, who wants to take first watch?
I can take. Oh, never mind.
We should have 2 people at a time.
I mean, I'm happy to do it.
Me too.
Well, we'll take turns, probably 2 at a time. Yeah?
Yeah, 2 at a time.
Okay.
And all of us can get a full rest.
So me and Irfan will take first watch. Who's
I'll
taking
take
second?
I'll take second with Tail.
Okay, and third is Kaya, and who else?
I'll take third.
We're not having the 2 people that we don't trust taking the same watch.
Well,
We're
looks
not?
like that's what it is. I don't think. No.
Why not?
I don't trust them.
I will take
Okay.
watch.
Okay.
They can
Okay.
choose amongst themselves.
Who wants to take watch with the Kenku?
I
His
will.
name is Seven.
Whose name is that?
I'll do it.
All right, Ludus, you don't have to take watch if you don't
We only
want
need
to.
3 watches. 4 watches.
Unless you want to take mine.
I think 3 should suffice.
Okay, I think that we've got it. So.
I'm gonna immediately start tuning to my ukulele.
Okay, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm gonna tune too.
Okay.
After my watch, I'll try
God
to tune
damn
to
it.
my dice.
Why did I even give you that?
Well,
Okay.
that means I have to give Nimue Nimue, here, take this longbow.
Why do I need a longbow?
Just put it in the bag.
Okay, I'll put it in the bag. Never use it.
So you're attuning to the Death Lance.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So who is on first watch?
Also, before I do that, I want to put
I am.
my red root paste on Lorenzo's legs.
You have red root paste.
Yeah, I do.
Where'd you get red root?
I don't know, but I have it. It's on my inventory.
It is. I trust you.
He's like, yeah,
I don't remember what
It's
it is.
on there. I don't
Wait,
think I'd. Yeah.
Oh, I have 50,000 platinum, so
I don't
Says
trust
so
you.
right here, yeah.
Yeah, I got 50 grand from my dad.
Oh yeah, I remember you coming across
I got a
that.
Yeah, I
small
came
loan
across
of
some
$1 million
red root,
platinum.
Okay.
To help him go to
my
sleep and
daughter.
get rest.
Okay. It is the CBD of
It sure fucking
Feldspire.
is. Yeah.
Red root, man.
Red root.
Red root. Love me
Red
that
rum.
red root.
Word up.
Legalize it. Legalize red root. If we ever make merch,
Yeah.
a legalized red root shirt.
Decriminalize red root.
Will I be able to attune to those dice if I stay up for one of the watches?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So essentially what you do for a long rest in order to get all of you watches is a long rest is more extended into like 10 or 12 hours so that all of you can rest and then take a watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so me and Irfan first.
Okay.
Let's do this.
I would like both of you to make perception checks.
5.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a great watch. I got a 7.
Well, it looks pretty clear out there.
Okay.
Everything looks fine.
Is there anything you guys would like to do while you are on watch?
Oh, I mean, I have something, but I don't.
You're not on watch with them.
Cool. I wasn't
No,
sure if you were
not
saying
really.
anybody, but
No. I mean, if you're staying up to do something,
no.
you have enough time to do so if you're not on watch. If you're not taking a watch, you do have a couple hours of like leeway of downtime, essentially, that you can do something.
I don't know if you'll allow me to do this because I'm on watch, but can I kind of like go through the prison logs a little bit? Just like
We're probably. We'll probably both be going through our books.
That's why we're not.
we got shit.
You're just not. There's just that awkward silence, or both of you like. There's just the really audible of a page flipping.
Yeah, I'm like occasionally glancing up, like looking around.
Okay.
I just
both
want
of
to
you are
see.
very enthralled in your books.
Yeah, I just want to see if I recognize any names. I'll just pick one of the tomes and just start going through it.
Okay, making an. Let's call it an.
Investigation.
I would say investigation probably fits the best for this. Irfan, what book are you reading and what are you doing?
I'm learning giant, baby.
Oh, okay, you're doing that. Okay, just make a general intelligence check for me. Ooh.
Boom. Learning giant is
Shit.
intense.
Oh, now I get the nat 20.
Nice.
Finally,
makes
you've been
sense.
looking at this for long enough that it's finally starting to click and make sense. The words are starting to shape because it's something you can read, and it's been really hard to look at this text and like be able to understand it, but interpret and digest the language itself. And that's starting to click and kind of formulate a little bit in your mind as you're reading through these pages. You get lost in the words and the dialect and the dialogue itself as you're going through it. This is the most perfect music for this exact.
No, it's not.
I rolled an 18 on my book. Let's prolong it.
Okay.
Can I switch my perception for that nat 20?
So you rolled an 18. You're looking through the logs. There you don't come across any names you recognize. This is pretty far south of vaguely what you were thinking of. Pretty far southwest of where you're thinking of.
Okay.
You don't recognize any names that have come across on the log itself. You start to notice reading through it, a lot of it doesn't seem to be kept track of. Like a lot of it is depending on the person and their worth. They're not really kept track of. There's like,
is it kept in
you can see
undercommon
like
or common?
it is kept in undercommon.
Okay.
As you're reading and going through this,
What's happened to me?
you're flipping a page and there's this drip of some
notice it?
viscous thick liquid onto the page that you're reading.
Oh no.
You look at it for a second and there's another one. And you look up and you see this humanoid towering, clinging to the ceiling, like these large jawed insect-like mandibles that extend out and wrap around, and antenna that come up, large bulbous eyes with slits in them that looks down at you. Just
Watch is over, everybody get up now!
I would like you and Irfan to roll initiative. I have to look up the hut really quick because I'm assuming they can hear. I'm pretty sure they can.
You can see through it too.
Finally a good initiative.
That's an Umber Hulk, isn't it?
Yes.
And I was like, I literally made a joke about it earlier. I was like, oh,
I
more
didn't guess it
Umber
was a
Hulks.
lie. He said,
Scary.
yeah.
It doesn't say
I'm not a
anything,
fan of the 19 on this die. It looks a lot like 13. You have to look at it closely.
An Umber Hulk, what is that?
It's got like the.
Can I look up a picture, but none of the stats?
No, I'll go
please?
grab a mini.
You have an Umber Hulk mini?
Umber Hulk?
Andre, let me borrow it.
It doesn't.
Nice.
it
I don't
doesn't
have a
say.
battlefield for it. We're just gonna play it out in person because that will take a lot of time, but I'll show you what it looks like.
Okay.
I will go grab my stuff and climb onto the ceiling.
I want to see a picture.
What?
I can totally do that. Yeah.
They're units.
Great. That's fucking cool. That looks like this is gonna be real fun.
Did they kind of fuck us up when we played against them in campaign 1?
I hate Umberhold
So
so
yeah,
much.
clinging to the edge of like the stalk of the mushroom itself, this creature drops down, and you can see its carapaced body, large mandibles drop in front of both you and Irfan and the hut.
He reminds me of that guy from Cartoon Network.
What?
Which one? He was part of. It's never mind.
From Ben 10?
No.
So I would like your 2 initiatives first.
18 for next.
20.
Wow.
Now we roll good.
Well, thank God.
Right? We got to make up for it somewhere. So just when I realize
You said 20, Irfan?
Yeah. So just when I realize I'm feeling comfortable
In Giant,
reading
you're like,
Giant, I'm like,
I'm learning.
sweet. Oh. Awesome.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, Irfan, you're up first as this creature drops down in front of you.
It looks like a bug to me.
How far away
Yeah.
is it from Irfan?
It is 10 feet from you. It was literally hanging above you and just like and drops down in front of you.
I think that Irfan
You
would
can
know.
hear like
Irfan would think bugs don't like
as its
fire.
mandibles click together, its head twists and looks towards you.
I'm gonna do Flame Blade.
Are you looking at it?
Shit, I forgot about this.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw for me, please.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, lordy.
Have I seen these things before?
Make a nature check or just intelligence check. Actually,
I rolled a 10.
Natural 20.
So that's a 17.
Oh, good.
You have definitely come across these things before and or heard stories of them. They're not something that you really want to tangle with. You would know not to look at them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I rolled a 10, so that's plus 7, so 17. God damn.
A 17 that succeeds.
So Flame Blade.
On a success, I have to remember what this happened. I haven't seen this thing or used it for a while. I think it just doesn't do
I
anything.
get Flame Blade.
Yeah,
for
so you're fine.
free, I think. Yeah. 17. So
That's going to be your next Bardic inspiration song.
Just me.
Yeah.
Katrina, why did you say these are annoying?
because you can't look at them when you fight them.
They're also like Medusa. Kind of.
This thing did surprise you because of your rolls. So just to slightly metagame and let you guys know, you don't get off the call for help. You can spend your action to call for help because it surprised you. Okay. So right now it's just you two. The rest of you do not hear anything.
We got this?
Well, can he is that still what you do? Or can he retcon that too?
I'm sorry, I missed what you did. I was reading. I didn't know you did anything. I thought you were deciding.
Flame Blade.
Okay.
Bonus action Flame Blade. And then hit that motherfucker.
Okay. Roll your attack.
What is it? Is it on a melee spell attack? So just add my spell bonus.
You
right?
add your spell attack modifier.
Thank Christ. It's a 12 to hit.
A 12 misses. As you you reach out and this blade of flame just starts to take shape in your hand and you swing out to hit it. It raises its heavily armored carapaced arm and it just glances off of it. And the thing lowers its arm and looks at you and its mandibles just...
I don't like this.
You know. It's its turn.
How close is it to me?
It's 10 feet away from you, and it's going to move in to melee with you.
10 feet.
Huh?
Is its reach 10 feet?
No.
Oh,
That's why it
cool.
moves 5 feet closer.
Can I back up a little bit before?
The hut is right behind. The layman's tiny hut is right behind you, unless you guys weren't sitting outside of it. But I'd assume like
We're
this. That's
outside.
yeah.
We were sitting
It's
right outside
right in
of it.
front of you,
I'm
or right
gonna-
behind you. Sorry. So you go to back up, and you like not hit the edge because you're allowed to pass through, but your arm, you can feel it pass through the barrier of the tiny hut.
I'm gonna
Kick somebody in the head.
I'm gonna go backwards, and then when I feel myself hit the tent, I'm gonna go off to the side a little bit, so it
Okay.
brings it away from everyone.
So you feel yourself hit the tiny hut, and you step off to the side of it.
Just like 10 feet.
Okay. The creature still moves up, right up to you.
Yeah.
It says more
As
movement.
it sees you go, and it just walks up to you, and it's gonna make its 3 attacks.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Rest in pieces, Earphone, honestly.
Can you change that number to a number less than 3?
That's a 21
Jesus.
Isn't
A
your armor class
16.
11?
Oh God.
Dude, they're
and a
12
natural
now?
20 to hit.
That's not good.
And I'm not awake. I can't cancel it.
No, but remember that thing that happened that one time when I went to sleep? I think that's about to come into play here.
Okay. And
Hey, Mason, you remember that orb that I found in the Citadel? That I touched and my arm started turning to stone? Yeah, I think that's about to come
All right.
into play here.
Oof.
This is not.
So you suffer 47 points of damage altogether, slashing.
What's your hit point max?
47.
Oh my god. So you walk and touch the edge of the tiny hut and step to the side, and this thing charges up to you, and it takes its clawed hands and just like rips into your side, the other side, and digs its claws into both your shoulders, and they dig in, and it lifts you up, and the 2 mandibles just and pierce into your throat, and the light takes you and fades as you fall unconscious. Nyx.
Bonus action, click my boots together. Is the entrance to the hut right next to me?
It's right behind you.
I'm gonna run around the other side of the hut and put that between us, and just start screaming. Everybody get up! Your phone's already down in 1 hit. We need your help. Get up right now.
3 hits. But
Oh, you weren't there.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna run around.
I need everybody to roll perception checks with disadvantage because you're asleep.
would my
I'm screaming though.
passive?
Yeah.
Would my passive pick it up or? I mean, it doesn't really matter.
It's past.
I'll let you roll with a normal roll.
Okay. I don't remember what the first roll was. Okay, that's a natural 20.
You definitely, like, your eyes immediately open up as you hear Nyx screaming this at the top of her lungs.
14.
Okay, you also hear
13.
this. Yeah. Anybody
17.
above a 10, you hear this. It was a low DC, but you definitely hear
Did
Nyx
anyone roll
yelling.
below 10?
Yeah, I got a 5.
He's sleeping so peacefully.
I'm your guide. Sorry about this.
So you all come into the combat the next round as you have awoken. Irfan, I need you to make a death saving throw for me.
Oh, roll initiative?
Not yet.
Oh, damn. Oh, wait, the next
I
round.
don't have anything that helped him with that, right?
This
I
round,
don't
you
have a
guys
spell
wake
slot
up, you hear this.
I don't think I took
It's
any-
6 seconds. So by the time she screams, you wake up and you understand what's going on. Another
I can
round
still
passes.
heal him. I have Spare the Dying, but I don't have a spell slot for Revivify, so don't die.
You see, I really feel like I should have taken an invocation that gives
Roll a
me-
death saving throw, please.
That's a 2 number, so that's a 13.
A 13 succeeds. So mark down a success. It's its turn, and as you scream out, Nyx, this thing turns to you and it comes around the hut with plenty of movement to do so.
Motherfucker.
Ooh, wait.
No.
Yes.
No.
Disengage.
She can't.
It sees you and it does this and it starts to dig and burrow into the ground
All right, someone use earthquake.
And you feel like a come up, and this thing comes up inside of the tiny hut.
Oh.
Is that like possible?
Wait, can you do that? Yeah, they're
Yeah.
vulnerable from beneath.
Well, shit.
See, and I was just gonna tell Lorenzo to just stay in there, but
How many of you are there in there? We've got
Everybody.
8 of you.
Everyone except for those
The
two.
other 2 are outside. I'm gonna roll a
Ludus is
d8,
sleeping.
and we're gonna.
Wait, am
determine
I still
who
sleeping
he
even
hits.
though he comes up through the tent?
Yes.
Well, when
Oh
yeah.
shit!
I'm sure if you get hit,
Sound
it'll-
sleeper, boyo.
Okay. So we're gonna mark everybody. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Lorenzo.
8 is Lorenzo. 3. Ludus.
Oh, what's that mean?
You're the one getting hit, bud.
No, he's prone.
Hey, at least you're
isn't
gonna
he?
wake up.
Yeah, you're gonna wake up, bro.
Actually, he has 3 attacks, so he's gonna hit.
He's
3 of
prone,
you.
isn't he?
3. 3. Whoa.
7. So Tail
Oh, I don't think so.
and Lorenzo. Ludus, Tail, and Lorenzo. So Ludus, the first one to hit you is a natural 16 plus 8, so that definitely hits you. Tail to hit you
He
is
misses.
a natural 11 plus 8, so a 19.
Can I cast shield?
No, you're just waking up.
Damn it, that hits.
Lorenzo is a 8 plus 4, but he is not wearing any armor, so that hits.
That is if it hits or not.
I'm gonna cast something on Lorenzo, but
So first
Oh,
attack
thanks.
to Ludus.
fuck you.
Rolled a minimum on damage, so you take 6 points of slashing
This is
damage. Tail.
bullshit.
Oh, he has advantage on all of you that I forgot to roll. For Ludus, okay. For Tail, okay. And Lorenzo, oh no.
Did you just crit on Lorenzo? At least it's an NPC.
He's my favorite
Hey,
character.
I'm not
that
gonna
I've
let
ever
Lorenzo die, guys. I like Lorenzo.
Yeah, same Z.
So Ludus, 6
Save
points
him,
of
not me.
damage.
I don't give a
Tail,
shit.
It's
you
a
suffer
bonus action
10
to
points of
stabilize
slashing
you.
damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Lorenzo, minimum. Okay, so that's 2. So 12 points to Lorenzo. So he's still
He's a plus
okay.
10 to damage.
Is a
No, because it was a
It'd be a
crit.
plus 5.
it was a crit.
No, plus 4?
So it would have been
Yeah, it's a plus 4 to damage.
Yeah. Okay,
Thank God.
now Nyx, it's your turn, and I'll have the rest of you roll initiative afterwards.
So
So go ahead and roll while Nyx is.
can
doing
I
her
just
turn.
walk through that tiny hut?
What?
I think you can shoot into it too.
I have my daggers, and I'm gonna go in and stab him 2 times.
Is Lorenzo still
Okay.
up?
Do I get advantage?
Lorenzo's okay. He just like woke up and then had these mandibles just stick into him, but it was
I don't get
almost like
advantage.
the scales like deflected some of it.
Oh, he gets some natural armor. That's
So my
nice.
first one is a
Worth.
23.
Lord
That
of the
hits.
torture.
And my offhanded does not hit, but that is, let's see.
Like, well,
Yeah, so you walk in
Wait,
and that
did
first one you swing down and it pierces through the like one of between the carapace on his leg and
Hey, did she get
sinks
stealth?
in. You do get sneak attack damage. All of your allies are like surrounding this thing right now.
So
The
she
second
gets-
dagger glances off of its back carapace.
so she gets sneak attack 8 times, right?
No.
It's only 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to bonus action disengage outside of the hut. And
Okay.
then
Oh, it can't pass through the walls, can it?
I want to
Yeah, it has to burrow to
move
get back
around
outside
so that
the hut,
I won't
think.
be enclosed by the mushroom that we're sleeping underneath. I want to make sure I have a place to run if I need to. And
Okay.
that's my turn.
Okay.
You notice another
Everyone else initiatives, please.
4.
24.
14.
Okay. Sorry, I should have done it this way because I'm dumb. 20 to 25.
24.
Okay.
20.
20.
Thank God. You have some good initiatives.
Yeah, I also have a 20.
Yeah.
Fair. Very
15
helpful right now,
to
though.
20.
17.
Roll initiative.
No, I already did.
Oh, okay.
What was the number he called?
10 to 15.
Oh, yeah, no.
14.
Next. Pass.
5 to 10.
Hard no.
13.
Oh,
Wait.
He said 15 to 20, right?
he said 10 to
Then he said
15.
10 to 15.
Oh, I didn't. No, the last one before that.
Yeah, the
Okay,
one he said
5 to
before
10.
It's his first time, guys. Okay.
Oh, I think you're all on there now.
4.
That is
Oh, right.
Also not between 5 and 10.
That's kind
He
of
said last one.
Well, that's
Okay.
not where we want you right now.
So
No, I would like to be at the top.
the lad, you're up in the initiative order.
Oh boy.
Wait, what did you roll?
17.
But you guys were all asleep for this, so you're past that initiative number.
Why were we asleep?
Not asleep, but you were just waking up for this. Well, okay, I'll let you guys have your turns.
After
So
the
7,
thing.
DeWitt, and Kaya, you get your turns before.
Alright.
7
The
goes
lab.
first, right?
Yes.
Okay, for my bonus act. Oh wait, first off, does that count as a fiend?
Yeah, we'll call it the top of initiative, and then we'll go back through. Okay, that's perfect. No, it is not a fiend.
Damn it. I figured not, but might as well try. Okay, as my bonus action, I'm gonna put Slayer's Prey on it,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna fire arrows.
Okay.
$20 and 27 to hit.
Both hit.
Nice.
$22 damage.
22. Nice.
Very nice.
Okay. All right, so you seeing this jump up from where you're at and knock 2 arrows, and well, I'll say you can get 10. You get. Oh, you would know to not be right up next to it. Oh wait, you have.
He has
You can
close
close quarter
Yeah, I have
combat. Yeah.
close quarters combat.
So you knock 2 arrows and just, and both of them sink in under the carapace of its chest. That it like reels in pain. So Irfan, DeWitt, and Kaya, you guys would be up next. So decide who wants to go first.
You probably have better decks than me, so you go first.
Okay. I'm going.
You right now you're not very dexterous, so you're gonna go last.
Going to pop with my fists.
Okay.
That's really good against Carapace.
It is when her fists are magical.
Ooh.
These are magic fists, baby.
23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. I'm going to do stunning strike.
Okay.
On this.
Saving throw is
13 con.
He's probably got a good con.
That's a 10, so he fails.
Wow.
Okay. so
That's
that was,
clutch.
4 damage on that first hit.
Okay.
Rip.
Second attack with advantage.
That's not bad.
That's
You're doing
not
20.
I was talking about Zorak.
Natural 20!
All right, roll damage.
All right.
Don't roll a 1, but also if you roll a 1 or 2, you get to reroll it. So.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
So 11 damage on that one,
Nice.
and then flurry of blows
Okay.
with advantage.
Yeah, advantage now, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you stunned
All of
him.
Oh. All right, that's
Okay.
another 23 to hit,
That hits.
Damn.
and then 5 damage on that one.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. All right.
You're already spending so many key points this turn. You're just
For
like,
natural
20! Nice,
Full
max damage.
So
Hey.
15 points of damage.
You fucked that guy up.
Damn, son.
Hey Mason, I have a really quick question.
And then
What are those?
Does he have Eldritch Blast?
Does the Umber Hulk have Eldritch Blast? No, he chose. You didn't choose Eldritch
Yeah,
Blast.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, this little
then
warlocky
I'm just
boy.
going to move away from, like, I still want to be in range of him. I don't want to go out of range, but I just want to be out from underneath.
Okay. So
So from underneath,
This
it's just
happens.
like pop, pop,
This Umber Hulk burrows up and attacks 3 of your comrades. 7 jumps up and 2 arrows into him. Kaya, you jump up, and your first strike, you immediately kind of just analyze him, and your fist goes up under the chest carapace right into its like heart region, and this thing locks into place. And with 4 blows, this thing is looking. I mean, they're well placed, accurate. They go under its armored carapace and punch the fleshy skin underneath. This thing, you can't tell because there's no noises. It's not moving as it's stunned, but you did a number on it.
Woo.
Yeah.
Damn.
Number
that was a good round, Bloody.
So now every
Earphone.
attack against it has
Yep.
advantage.
Earphone uses Eldritch Blast.
Okay, roll with advantage on
Aren't you
both of them.
down?
Aren't you?
Oh yeah,
down?
death saving throw, please.
Damn it.
That's also 2 numbers. So we save on that one too. Is that 15?
That's 2 successes.
Yeah, that's
All right,
15.
so you're at
Dice
2
that you can
successes.
read.
Get dice
No,
that
this
you
one's
can
odd
read.
because the top line on the 5 is like half the length it should be.
Okay, it's 2 successes. It's its turn.
It's my turn, right?
What about the wit?
Oh, sorry, I thought you had gone. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, your turn.
I'm going to cast Healing Word on Earphone.
Okay.
Give him some health.
Thanks.
Earphone, you come too.
You get 5 health. And then I'll is it within
Hit
striking
points.
distance? Well, it can't move, right? So I'll help Lorenzo get out of the way for a sec. Like get him in a safe spot.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Its turn. It is stunned. I don't believe it gets to make a save at the start of its turn, does it?
It's at the end.
Nope.
It loses its turn.
Wait.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's stunned until the end of my next turn.
that's right.
Oh,
So,
your next turn.
Nyx, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, what about Vlad?
It
I'm
started
18.
over the initiative order because it went
I'm
Earphone,
18,
the
yeah.
Umber Hulk, Nyx, and then everybody rolled initiative. It goes back to the top.
I'm gonna stab it 2 more times.
And you got
Okay, 2 16s on the first hit.
Miss.
Right? Advantage.
Yeah.
Unless they were natural 16s.
They're natural 16s.
Okay, then that's it.
With +7.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I think this dude got
And then
stabbed.
19, natural 19 on the second one.
Hit.
Okay, so
Are we stabbing this guy 37 times in the chest or something?
Carl.
28 stab wounds.
And I stabbed him 37 times in the chest.
5.
Carl.
10 damage, 10 piercing.
Okay.
Oh, that was 10 plus 5 piercing, so 15. I don't think I added my plus 5 last time, but that's fine. And then, so 15 piercing on the first one, and then 1d4. I don't get the plus to my second attack, do I?
No.
My offhand? And 3 additional points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'll stay right there.
So Nyx, you start just like finding the weak spots on its carapace as well and just stabbing into both of them. Or stabbing into it 2 times. Vlad.
Huh? What? Grab Strisha.
Okay.
Ah!
Okay.
Thrust.
I like to
Something's
imagine
there.
Roll your attacks.
nobody has said that they've gotten up off the ground from being prone, so everybody's on the ground just like like stabbing into the air. Because we're all technically brown.
You can't roll reckless. You didn't rage.
I thought it was
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
natural 16.
That hits.
7.
Yeah. Ah. Hello? Where did... Oh, God. What's that?
Damn.
Nice.
we go.
It's 15.
15 damage.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack again.
All right.
Ah! Crit.
Always.
That's 3 crits against this Umber Hulk.
That's 24.
24.
Uh-huh.
Okay. 24 damage.
Yes.
Fucking god.
Ah! It's above me.
Vlad stands up, and as per usual, Trisha penetrates through and finds the spots. This thing is looking like there are blood coming. There's like this dark black but like green tinged insect like blood dripping from multiple wounds on its legs, its chest, its stomach, its back. Like it's all dripping out, but this thing is still locked in place, just like assumedly in great pain but unable to express this.
Bonus attack. Natural 16.
This
That
Umber Hulk
hits.
picked the wrong motherfuckers to mess with.
7
7 damage.
with the back end of Trisha.
Yeah, and he follows up, and this thing is another wound opens up in its side with just the pommel of Trisha, and this blood is just dripping down all into the tiny hut, and it's Tail.
Alrighty. Does it get an attack of opportunity for me if I move back? It's stunned, right?
It's stunned.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a step back, and I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb on it. Lightning as usual. 20.
You
Why?
get advantage.
Yeah, 20 to
advantage.
hit. Advantage. Oh, cool. Okay, well that doesn't matter. It missed. Okay, so that does damage. So let me just roll that really quick. Bop, bop.
So Tail extends his chakram, and this
We're not even gonna get to
ball
my
of
turn.
orb of lightning just shoots out.
4?
So 22 points of lightning damage.
Tail, paint me a picture.
Yay! Alrighty. So the part that Vlad just struck, I want it to shoot it right into that hole that Vlad made. And, just kind of like send sparks everywhere.
So Vlad pulls the butt end of Trisha away as this opening starts to spread and bleed more. And Tail, you launch out with your chakram, and this ball of lightning shoots out from like 10 feet away and goes into the side. And there's like a 2-second pause where it disappears into the side of this creature. And then there's a and the side explodes with like electricity of sparks that streak out. And as the flash kind of dissipates, you can see that the side of this creature has just blown open. The inside of your tiny hut is littered and covered with just blood and all of the pieces of this creature as it falls limp and down onto the ground where you all had just been asleep. But it is dead.
I harvest its carcass.
Christ almighty.
For what?
The shell, the outer
mandible.
shell thing
You
it has.
mandibles.
I mean, it's pretty
Sounds like a
beat
good
up
battle,
and
everyone.
fucked up at this point.
I don't even do anything.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the mandibles.
As
Okay,
everybody's
make a medicine check
doing that,
or nature check.
Oh boy, Tail sucks at those. 13.
Okay, you, for the most part, get the mandibles off.
Yay.
So just write Umber Hulk mandibles in your inventory.
So am I up?
Yes.
Cool. I
But-
want to start. I want to
are
start.
there
being-
more? I did have that nat 20 on my perception check when I woke up. Does that count at all for anything? Because I'd like to look around and see if there's any more.
You
Or
don't.
should I
you
roll
you
some-
look around after this, and there doesn't seem to be any more Umber Hulks around you.
I want to start cleaning everything up with prestidigitation.
So Irfan starts to clean up methodically the 5-foot cubes of. Actually, I think it's a 1-foot cube for prestidigitation, isn't it?
I think it's.
Either way, it takes you a little bit as Tails methodically cleaning up the area within the tiny hut of all the
one
refuse
cubic
and
foot.
Just imagine he pulls out like a magical shop vac or something and just like starts moving around.
Yep.
I look like shit.
And he's just
still like,
cleaning.
eh.
I'll do a second level cure wounds on you and a
Dang.
first level on Lorenzo.
Thanks, bud.
Okay.
And that's a D8. Oh, there it is. So for you, that's 16 health. And for Lorenzo, it's 7.
Okay. Pretty much gives them mostly back what happened. So that was your first watch.
Cool.
Christ.
Okay, what happened, guys?
It came from above.
Well, what were you doing?
I was looking out at
Death
the fungal
rains
forest.
from
It was
above.
so
We were
beautiful.
definitely paying attention until you
Yeah.
left
Yeah,
much.
obviously.
Well, I'm tired now, so whoever's next, I'm going to go to bed.
Oh, I'm
Well,
next.
to be perfectly honest, it got inside of the hut.
Well, we still need to rest.
Can we get it out?
Yeah, your fun has cleaned the blood off at this point, but there's still the like lumbering
Giant
hulk
carcass,
of
yeah.
this armor
Can
hulk
we? Can
that's-
it come out of it? Like once it's inside of it, can we like take it out, or will it get stopped by the?
Oh, I'm pretty
hut?
sure you can take it out. I mean, even if it said not, that wouldn't make sense to me. It would, yeah.
I mean, it's a dead
DeWitt
thing
can
now,
choose
yeah.
at will who can enter in and out of
He
the...
is God.
And
He
isn't
says it can
there
leave.
a giant hole in the ground now?
Yeah, where it burrowed in, there's like a small caved hole where it came through.
Well, now
into the
there's more
tiny
room
hut.
for more people
So
to be in here.
This makes it 2 people less that can fit
I'll
into
cast mold earth.
and fix it.
Yeah,
Okay.
fix it.
So you cave in this hole that it dug, but there's still the corpse of an Umber Hulk.
I will try and move it out.
Well, Vlad, you're strong. Get it out.
What?
Vlad, move the body.
Let me move this.
Easy enough. You don't need to roll a strength check. This is something Vlad can easily just drag. Vlad just drags the carcass of this thing out of the tiny hut.
Can I go to bed now?
Yes.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Mom says you can go to sleep now.
Now that you put away your toys, you can go to sleep.
Okay. So who's on second watch?
It's us.
I'm
Tail and Nimue.
Yeah.
All right. So as the rest of you settle back in for what is hopefully an actually complete night's sleep, I would like you two to make perception checks.
Christ.
Good thing I'm okay.
15.
22.
22. Okay. Your watch goes pretty uneventful.
Can I do
Jesus,
something during the
motherfuck.
watch?
I also
Huh?
wanted to do
I
something.
wanted
Sure.
to. I want to harvest mushroom leather.
Mushroom leather.
Yeah, you can make leather out of mushroom stuff.
Well, you need to get mushrooms,
Well, yeah,
and then
I'm
you
gonna
can
get
treat
mushrooms
it.
first. Yeah, then I'm-
So you're gonna go collect some of the like stuff growing off of the stalk of the large mushroom, I'm assuming.
yeah, some
That's the
from the
closest
stem
to
and
you.
some from the like cap too.
Don't
Okay.
go too far away.
So I mean, you don't collect mushroom leather.
Yeah,
You
I
collect
know, but that's the reason why.
Mushrooms.
So no one's judging me. God.
Just for now, right? Underdark mushrooms.
Just Underdark. You have Underdark.
I possess
Okay, cool.
Underdark.
Okay. Other than that, you don't notice it. It's eerily quiet. But
I just want to have a whispered conversation. I'm trying to stay quiet, but Tail.
oh yeah, you know what? Nimue, roll another perception check, like you were rolling with advantage for me.
Same roll.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Like, wait, was that supposed to be with advantage or just
That
roll?
was the
that was the
okay, that
advantage.
was the okay. Yes, it's still 22.
Yes, Nimue. What?
I was wondering if maybe you'd be down to trade for that pearl of power. Because honestly, it would be a lot easier to keep you all alive.
Well, what do you have to trade for it? Because I like having it and I use it a lot.
I know, but I
And
think
I
it'd be very useful
kill
for me
things with
to. It's good for killing things, but also, if I have that, it means that I will always have that as a backup if one of you falls.
Well, best way to
then
prevent
that
us
way we
from
don't-
falling is to kill the things that are attacking us.
No, I don't think so. I think that we've proven that wrong.
What? No, I think my lightning has saved many a times.
I agree, but what if?
Just hold on now.
Just hold on. What if I give you this quartz and this greater healing potion and 50 gold?
No. Can you even use it? I thought you can only attune to 2 things.
You can attune to 3 things.
Oh.
And also, I'm only attuned to 1 thing at the moment.
Well, you don't have to attune to your shield.
I am attuned to my shield. That's the one thing I'm
You
attuned
don't
to.
have to attune to your gloves.
No, those aren't.
Oh, that's
those don't
cool.
say attunement.
Okay, well, your offer, I still don't like it, so.
You're savage. What about this?
What are you trying to trade
key?
him for?
The pearl of power.
Oh.
Why do
I
I
was
need
originally
key?
in that loot for you.
I know it was. I'm trying to keep us alive. Because honestly, like, I don't want to see anybody else die. I've seen you die once. You're the only person in this world that actually matters to me right now, that is within my grasp of keeping alive. And yeah, of keeping alive. And I've seen you die once, and I don't want it to happen
I
again.
mean, I don't want to die, of course, but at the same time, the way that I see it is that if I'm able to kill things faster, then they can't harm any of us. And also, I want something cool. I don't have anything cool. As I'm wearing
about-
super
Yeah, you
light
have
armor.
like a helmet and
You have a
your
lot of cool
chakram
things.
and
Valley
your
is cooler
shield.
than literally anything any of us have.
You have the other fucking doll too.
Yeah.
I know, but I just want something else.
Okay, how about the mystery key?
I'll just have Nick's unlock something for
Grasping at
me.
straws here.
Yeah, you're right. I am an awful lot.
Maybe if you get something cool, I'll trade
I'll
you.
let you have the bag of holding, and I'll take the knapsack.
But I don't.
It holds more.
That takes a lot of effort for me to switch things up.
It's not. You're not carrying that much stuff yet.
Well, I don't want people to keep their things in my bag.
They're not going to. We have plenty of room to keep it in mine. But
Not in the haversack. Haversack is enough for me to keep things in there.
all right. Well, how about the scroll of protection, the key, the greater healing potion?
I don't want any of those things.
Oh my god.
You need an egg hat?
Okay, so your watch goes by.
We're us just arguing about
Yep.
this.
Who's on third watch?
And
Seth.
me.
Okay, so both of you take over, roll perception checks.
14.
9.
Okay.
Christ.
You both have a harder time focusing on just keeping an eye on the surroundings that you're in, but nothing happens during your watch. So, wakefulness finds you all. Still a very odd feeling, as it's not light. I mean, other than the dull blue glow from the stalactites in the ceiling and the gems that kind of occupy that area, it's the same as you went to sleep. That same feeling that you've had for almost over a week now, of just it. There's no light. There's nothing to signify that it's daytime other than your body having that feeling that it's time to wake up.
Everybody up.
I
Talk
hate
up.
this place.
Just kidding.
Yeah, let's move.
Yeah, I need to get moving.
Okay.
Are we all attuned to our stuff?
Yeah.
Yes.
The things that you attuned to, you are now attuned to.
I just strummed the shit out of my ukulele for a second.
Okay.
Not too loud.
It's back. You have your ukulele.
I go up to Ludus and I go, "Hi, my name is Dale."
What?
Do you want to be friends? You hear echo from his side of this odd little doll hanging from his hip.
What the fuck was that? Okay, cool, it works. Then I go back where I want.
Damn it.
So are you guys friends now, or?
Yeah.
I guess
I like
so.
this one.
You talk funny, but you're okay. You're kinda cool.
So my hit points went
Coming
back up,
from
right?
tail.
Tail? you hear from his hip.
Oh my god! Why would you do that?
Because he's an asshole.
Rest of the campaign. Gotta keep it up.
You regret this, don't you?
Yes. I thought a fun little bit would just be fun, and here we are.
And now we make you say tail.
Tail?
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 It's only with. Sorry, I wrote it specifically so it's not my name. If it.
Oh,
So
I
if
thought
it's
you
not
wrote
my
your
name.
name.
No.
Yep, okay.
Because that would be hell, even for me.
Yeah. Okay. So as you dissipate the tiny hut and pack up and get ready to venture for the day, I would like one more perception check from everybody at the table.
Okay. 15.
9.
24.
9.
What is up with the 9?
9.
23.
10.
10.
Ben 10.
13.
Wow. So those of you 15 and above, so 2 of you. Yeah.
Well, I'm at
3 of you.
disadvantage.
Or sorry, 15 and above.
Yeah.
Wait, am I at disadvantage in the forest?
Not for this perception check.
Oh, no? Okay, 12 then.
Okay, so those of you with 15 and above, as you pack up and start to get ready to leave for the day, there's a shaking and rumbling. Not under you, but near you.
Be quiet.
Why are we being
Can we
quiet?
tell what direction it's coming from?
Not with those rolls.
Not with a 24.
Nope.
Bitch.
DC was 25.
Probably.
Tell direction? Yeah.
Okay. Well, we should go.
Let's just
South.
and be quiet.
We should wait until it goes
Wait,
away.
we must stop. Right now. Please, I beg of you.
Why?
That's what we're doing.
Good.
Literally no one has moved.
We haven't even left yet. Like,
Why?
Okay.
What is it?
It's the ground. It's shaking.
Oh,
Everybody.
is there an earthquake?
No, just shut up and just be quiet.
I cast silence on us.
I'm not sure that'll encompass your entire group.
If we all huddle.
You'd all have to be like hugging each other.
I don't hug tail.
Group huddle. Yeah, you guys can be on opposite sides of the group huddle.
It's 20 feet radius.
So that's 40 feet diameter.
Plenty.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
that's a
yeah.
lot.
If you guys are close together, that can encompass you. Okay. So as Nimwe's kind of whispering to be quiet, all of a sudden you feel and hear nothing. That odd sense of complete silence overtakes you.
We just creep forward. I'll like motion like, let's get a move on.
Wait,
Well, we can't move.
No?
We're
Like
signaling
sigh.
to each other.
mhm.
Just for listeners at home.
Downfall of silence as you guys can't hear if anything is around you either.
So what?
So we're just gonna wait till
We're
the
gonna
time
wait,
is
yeah.
up for the silence.
I want
spell.
to keep an eye out, see if I can see anything.
Yeah, I'm
pop
gonna
up.
We
use
still-
sight.
Can I like lay my face down on the ground to see if I can feel rumbling?
Sure.
And I'm gonna be keeping my eyes up.
Did you want me to do a perception check right now?
Sure.
Okay, because it's 15.
A 15, you can feel the rumbling of the ground.
Okay. I'm just gonna wait there until it passes.
How long does silence last? 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
You guys wait 10 minutes. And the silence spell fades.
Is the rumbling still there?
You wait.
Yeah. Is it louder
I'm gonna
and louder?
move.
Closer, louder.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
gonna like signal for us to spread out.
and I'm gonna find a.
I'm
a
gonna
place
make
to
sure that
hide.
Lorenzo stays next to me.
You know what I'm
Alejandro's
gonna
just
do?
like on your shoulder, just
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to climb up the
Yeah,
top
I
of
wanna
that
climb
mushroom
up on
that
top
we've
of
been.
that same one.
Okay. And
Yeah,
I
we
want
should
to.
put
I want to
Lorenzo
crouch
up
up there.
Athletics checks from whoever's
I don't
trying
think
to
he can get
climb
up
up
there.
the mushroom.
Not
Do
with that attitude.
acrobatics? Parkour up it?
I want to go up the mushroom.
What'd you say? No.
Well,
What?
that's
It has to be athletics.
I mean, yeah, you're climbing.
Lorenzo
Can't be-
can't get up one of those. Yeah. I don't
Oh,
think so.
great. And
We'll
that's
stay on the ground.
10.
What you got?
I got a 2.
No. Oh my god.
So
You're gonna
these
fall.
two both start to climb up the stalk of this mushroom, and as you reach one of the places that you think is a handhold of like a growth of the mushrooms, they snap and fall, and you fall straight into earphone, and both of you and strike the ground.
I'm gonna move
And there's
away
a
from
pause where all
that.
of you wait a second.
Oh man, I'm fucking running back up. No.
I'm
I want
running.
to get back up.
Around you.
I cast Sanctuary on Lorenzo.
Okay.
Can I borrow your?
Since she's right next to me, I panic cast Warding Bond on Nyx.
Okay.
What's that?
You guys split
That
damage.
expends gold cost, does it not?
No, it's you just have to have the platinum rings.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah,
Which we've picked up a bunch
you
of,
have.
so.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
I'm
warding bond,
spreading out. So
You
I'm
gain a
not, like,
+1
next
to AC
anyone.
and saving throws, and you have resistance to all damage.
What does resistance mean?
You get half damage on everything.
Ooh.
Each time you take damage, I take the same amount of damage. Wait, is that factored in after the resistance?
No, what happens is basically it splits the damage between two people instead of it all being on one person.
Okay, roll another perception check for me.
Did I make it to the top of the
Everyone?
mushroom with 10?
You're still struggling to try and get to the
Okay.
top.
I got a 20 on my perception.
Yeah, everybody, another perception check.
Fucking hell.
Disadvantage or
Nope.
How long does this last? Earphone?
15.
15.
21.
4.
15.
1 hour.
17.
Lorenzo and I have moved away from where Earphone fell, like
21.
30 feet.
Okay. So as this rumbling is happening all around you, you all start to hear the sound not far off, maybe 20 feet from you around from where this tree is, or this fallen mushroom tree.
I got my daggers out.
Voices that none of you can, well, whoever can speak Abyssal can understand.
That's me.
So pretty much Ludus and Tail, you both hear the sounds of a UNT patrol coming through the area. And as you hear this and go to take your places and hide, there's a, as you watch this towering, undulating, purple colored, deep purpled worm burst out of the ground and slam into this patrol 20 feet from you. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session,
Jesus
and we'll
Christ.
pick up there next week.
Oh my god.
So, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Wade and Colette, for joining us.
Yeah, that was
See you
fun.
guys in
Some
a
fun
month
shit.
and a half.
Yeah.
Just one thing
I'll
I
have
was
to
holding.
apparently
was
roleplay
that
both of you, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I have
thank
Just
you,
don't kill me. I
Mason.
want to come back.
Nix and Kaya are totally sorority sisters.
Yeah. We'll let you know.
Sorority sisters.
Yeah.
I eavesdropped on the best conversation ever.
I have so many questions.
I am
for
here.
Nick. So many.
Okay. Well, thank you, everyone, for listening.
You're
We
welcome.
love you as always, and we hope you have a wonderful week. Excited to come back and adventure with you all again next week. And yeah,
All right, I
Nice.
took
I'm gonna start
4 notes.
throwing in our little phrase that Danny came up with, and just remember that friends who crit together stick together. So,
Oh, I thought you were
gonna
gonna say
say-
legalize red root.
Leroy Jenkins and legalize red root.
Legalize red root.
I
All
thought you were
right.
gonna say something about punching your mom.
What?
Bye, everyone.